Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That meant like Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike you can see, that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tuned in the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the orange and blue skies, man. You know what the vibes is, man. It's Knicks basketball tonight versus the Brooklyn Nets tonight from Madison Square Garden, man. Knicks coming on the season 25-18 on the season. The Brooklyn Nets coming in at 12-29 on the season. Both teams are coming in 1-4. I mean, 1-4 out of their last 5 games. Nets on a 2-game losing streak, but the Knicks are on a 4-game losing streak coming in, man. And hey, it's all some hostile times in New York right now for the Knicks, man. So we'll see if they can get it together. Knicks have had players only meeting, man, to see what's going on. Hey, we'll see what happens, man. But thank you guys for tapping into this live stream, man, courtesy of the Man-Cave podcast, as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network, and as well as Leaf Diggy, my co-host tonight, man, bringing you this action, play-by-play, Knicks versus the Brooklyn Nets, man, from the world's most famous arena. Joined now by my co-host. There he is, man, Leaf Diggy. What's good, brother? What's good, man? How you feeling tonight?
What's going on, Cave? It's been a long time. It's been a minute. Obviously I got the new spot
I know.
together out in Texas and everything, man. I did all right. I still got New York State checks, so I saw something blue and orange hanging around the house. I blew my nose with it and threw it to the side. Obviously, man. Everything about them colors is disgusting. Everybody wears black. I don't know too many people that just go around this weird blue and orange. I see it.
I'm black, but black is the funeral, though. You know what I'm saying? So you got to prepare for the funeral, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man.
Listen. I tell you what. This is a must win. Probably for the Knicks because this ain't going right. And I called it because y'all hired Bullethead, aka Mike Brown. And we all seeing what I already know. I mean, a good defensive coach like he always been. I think his peak offensively was in Sacramento a couple of years ago when they had what they had over there. But I don't know what's going on. I haven't been watching too much Tangerine basketball, but whatever they've been doing ain't been working.
Man, it's going
If they lose this game tonight by hook or crook, it's going to be some nasty things in the newspaper tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a lot of something else.
You know how the New York Post is and the New York Times and this, that, and the third. We got a gang of newspapers, a gang of media, and I ain't back home in Brooklyn, but I can picture in my mind how this is going to go if things don't go right in Madison Square Garden tonight. Y'all better win this game.
You already know that, man. Like I said, something else is going on, man. I can't put my finger on it, man, because like I said, ever since that NBA Cup, team ain't been the same, man. Team ain't been playing. They stopped, running the offense. They just started doing a whole bunch of other things, man, and no defense. The offense, the shooting is.
I think the Cup win is a curse. Go look at the Bucks last year. Go look at the Lakers the year before. They have been struggling ever since that Cup. Ever since that Mickey Mouse, they've been giving out Mickey Mouse championships in mid-season just to get an extra $500,000. And now you're seeing the results, man, like all after the fact. It's extra games added on as opposed to the regular 82 games. Because you
Right.
add that on to that, and now you playing extra minutes, extra time on the court, and it's a whole bunch of yin yang going on. And now you seeing the results that it's bringing. The Knicks is supposed to be the team that's supposed to run the East, and yet they
Yeah.
getting outclassed by the Celtics and the Pistons. The Celtics were supposed to have a rebuild year, and the Pistons, who was way ahead of schedule, nobody had them being number one. The Knicks got to clean this up. Kenny
Yeah,
Green's
but
got to clean this up.
the thing about it, like I said, after that cut, man, it's just been like the total opposite. Don't know what happened. The switch went off. I don't know what happened, man. But somebody said something about the the point spread in that game, man. When Jalen Brunson hit that last shot at the end of the game, it's like the Knicks are being punished. I don't know what's going on. It was like, the point spread, but I ain't gonna get into that, man. But
The Knicks is
something's
being
weird, man.
punished.
Something's being weird, man. Something's being weird. But like you said, hopefully, like I
Oh
said,
my!
they got to get it together, man. They got to get it together because guess what? To whom much is given, much is required. We got a big payroll. We got a high expectations. These guys got to get together, man. Whatever they got going, in the locker room, whatever going on, got to put that aside, bro. You got to play basketball. Your fans ain't got time for all that, man. Or guess what? Or
I do
changes will
agree.
be made, bro.
And drastically. Obviously the Giannis sweepstakes is still at large in the NBA. The Knicks have been attached to that somewhat. I mean, through the ears of the internet and everything. And I'll be honest with you, they might have to go for the gusto one more time. I think the Knicks
Right, right,
probably
right.
I said the Knicks probably made one trade too many a couple of seasons ago when they had that team when they still had Julius Randle on the
Trust
way
me,
back from
we
injury.
did too. Right, 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 right.
Yeah. I said that on this page, and I said that to you, and I said that to every
Yeah.
other Tangerine supporter that I can say it
Hmm.
to, man. Like something is needs to hang up. So you got rid of Tibbs, so that
Hmm.
can't be the problem. And
Nah.
now you got Bullet Head up in there, man. So like something's got to give with the
Yeah.
players.
You got to give, man, because like I said, they got to get this game tonight. Because those losses against the depleted Dallas Maverick was so inexcusable. Got
Oh,
blown the hell out. Got blown out against even Sacramento. Blow us out. It's like I'm just like, this is crazy. Phoenix beat us 2 times, which I didn't even think they could have.
oh my
Bro, I'm
God.
just like,
Well, well,
we.
well, Phoenix. Well, hold up. Well, got to give some credit to Phoenix. I
No, no,
mean,
no,
not
no.
not being on their
Phoenix
page,
it
but
is good, but
they turned it around. Dylan Brooks is a winner. A lot
mm-hmm,
of people don't know it yet. A lot of people want to be casuals. Dylan Brooks is a winner. That Memphis team ain't been the same since he left. That Houston team ain't
mm-hmm.
been the same since he left. Dylan Brooks is a winner, and he has changed the culture on Phoenix, who was supposed to be bottom of the West, and now they 10 games over 500. So losing to Phoenix, don't feel too bad about that,
No, no,
man,
no. It's
because
not losing. It's not losing to Phoenix. It's just like they supposed to. The Knicks got to win. They supposed to win those type of games. I mean, they could beat Phoenix. They got more talent than Phoenix. But like I said, in the NBA, you got talent, but it's about heart and determination. Whoever come to play with more heart and more determination gonna win the games, and that's what it is, man. Guys can give. It's the same thing in college basketball. People don't care about 5-star recruits. You know what I'm saying? I'm a one
don't.
star, no star. I'm gonna come right at you. So the Knicks got to dig down deep, get in a bag, and get back to what they was doing before, man. And let's get this thing going, man. And like I said, start shooting a lot better, man. Because the Knicks have been they've been building skyscrapers and all over the whole damn city, brick and every damn thing, man. So hopefully this turns it around. But like I said, even a win tonight don't change nothing. Though it don't change nothing. I mean, something's got to give, man. Because the games ain't gonna get easier. Even if they get easier, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get no effort, I mean, it doesn't mean nothing. Don't mean a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Salute to the
That's
chat. Let
right.
me salute to Iman Perry. G Money, what's good? Oh,
Uh-huh.
Mosley's up in the house. What's good, Mosley?
Mo,
Oh,
what's going on, brother?
also Player
Player one, what's
One.
going on?
Player One. You already know there's Nets fans are checking up in here. Daniel Berry Sports. So thanks for tapping in as always, man. Yeah, we're gonna get started in a few minutes at the tip off, man. Looks like for the Nets, I think the starting lineups is gonna be Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton, yeah, what's his name? MPJ, Michael Porter Jr.,
MPJ.
Drake Powell, and Igor Demon going to be the starter for the Brooklyn Nets. And for
Hmm.
the Knicks, it's going to be Towns, Bridges, and Anunoby, of course, Brunson and Hart. So we'll see how it goes, man. But we'll tip off in a few minutes. But hey, man, looking at this game, man, like I said, man, Knicks they got to do something, man. They got to win. like I said, Nets was coming this season as tanking, doing whatever they got to do. But hey, the Nets have still been playing. I've seen some, look at some of their highlights and some games and stuff like that. They've been competitive though, so they ain't just been laying down. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Teams, even though they not, if they don't make the playoffs, still got to be competitive and stuff like that because how the lottery works. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get away from the tanking, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's good, man. And I know my brother Leaf right here is a big time Nets fan. So make sure y'all go and subscribe, man. Subscribe, man, to the Brooklyn Nets content creator, man. You're gonna see some others in the chat, man. Probably a big fan, Breezy and those guys. Make sure you go and subscribe and also connect with those guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So and Leaf just do his link right there. So make sure you go in and tap in and subscribe to his channel and stuff like that, man. Nets fan, Brooklyn Nets fans, make sure you go tap in. And hey, man. For the Nets, man, I hope they get a top 3 pick, bro. Like I said, the NBA got to get y'all a top 3 pick, bro. Get a top 3 pick this year, bro. That'll be great, man.
We
All
won't.
right. All right. I'm about to start a tip off. What do you mean we want? Hey, man, last year, I thought y'all was going to do it, but hey, this year could be a different day, bro. It could be a different day, bro.
Well, what we have to do is kiss and make up with the NBA for all the money that we screwed them over by trading Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the middle of the season, because that was a lot of TV dollars that got burnt down the drain. And the NBA is they not about you just threw our money away and people came to see Katie and Kyrie and you had Cam Thomas out there. That's what you did. Okay,
Right.
okay, that's what you want to do. You want to be the Clippers of the East. That's what you want to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of stuff go on behind the scenes that we don't even know, man. A lot of stuff go on behind the scenes, man. It's a money driven league, it's a business league, you know what I'm saying? We look at it as sports fan, we just look at the sports, but they look at it as money, so that's why some games are the way they are, man. I'll just leave it at that. Some games are the way they are, man.
The way they are. Yes.
In an alternate universe, right? It's like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, yep,
Uh,
definitely. Like the multiverse, yep.
All right. The tip is up, and the Knicks got the tip. Brunson into the front court, over the Bridges, guarded by Demon. Over to Towns. Towns at the top of the key. Over to Josh Hart at the elbow. Hart with the ball out to Towns. Towns at the top of the key. Back to Brunson. Brunson in the lane. Fall away shot is good, and the Knicks draw first blood. Nets inbounds. Powell into the front court, guarded by Brunson. Powell still at the top, almost loses the ball around a Claxton screen. Powell in the lane, throws out to Demon with a 3-point shot from the elbow and is good. And the Nets go up 3-2. So good start for the Nets. Knicks with the ball. Anunoby into the front court. Looking around a Towns screen over to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns, almost loses it. Towns guarded by Claxton. Towns in the lane. Over to Brunson. Brunson in the lane. His shot is blocked by Claxton. Ahead to MPJ. Over to Demon. Back to MPJ. MPJ with the ball. Guarded by Hart. His 17-foot shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart over to Bridges. Into the front court. Bridges. Around the Town screen. Bridges. Down the lane. Looks. Throws to OG Anunoby. Back out the Hart. Out to Brunson. Brunson. Out the Bridges, fakes the 3-point shot. Bridges, his 16-foot shot is up and good from the baseline. Knicks go up 4-3. Nets quickly inbounds. Demon into the front court. Around the Claxton screen at the top of the key. Demon, another 3-point shot and it's good again. So 2 threes from Igor Demon, and Nets go up 6-4. Demon coming out hot. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson into the front court around the Town screen. Finds Bridges at the top of the key. Bridges down the baseline, and he loses the ball, but it'll be Knicks ball. I don't know. See, the thing with Bridges, like right there, you had a shot right there. It's like you ain't even looking at the basket.
I ain't gonna lie, Yeager is one of the top rookie 3-point shooters this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then from BYU, yep. Brunson shot is up off the glass, no good, man. Missed everything. Nets with the ball. Claxton down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hart. Hart with the ball into the front court. Guarded by Powell. Over to Towns. Towns down the lane. Shot is up. No good, but he is fouled by Claxton. So Towns will be at the free throw line for 2.
And Brunson shot a brick.
I don't, he shot a UFO.
He hit the basket. What basketball is this?
He lucky he didn't get stuck. You know, I get stuck right between the the glass and the rim.
Towns just running to the basket. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Towns' first free throw is good. But like I said, this game, like me and Leaf talk about, more pressures on the Knicks to win this game. Is like, hey, you've been at home. Knicks are 16-6 at home. The Knicks started the season like 13-1, and they done lost like 5 of their last 6. Is like
Five of their
poor
last six.
effort.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they only won 7 of the last 18 games, man. 2-9 in the last 11. All right, Towns'
Yeah,
second free throw is
I
good.
think they did.
All right, Nets will inbounds. Nets with the ball. Claxton into the front court. Claxton trying to find MPJ. Finds MPJ at the baseline. Almost stolen. MPJ throws out to Drake Powell. Powell out to Demon. Fakes the 3-point shot. Out to MPJ. MPJ 3-point shot from the base. I mean, from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart into the front court. Over to Towns. Fakes the 3-point shot. Over to Brunson, around the Towns screen, over to Hart. Hart at the elbow, throws down in the post to Towns. Shot is up and good. Knicks go up 8-6. Nets quickly inbounds. Powell into the front court, around the Claxton screen. Powell over to Demon. Another 3-point shot from the baseline, and is no good. Rebounded by Towns. Ahead to Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart down to OG Anunoby, guarded by Demon. OG shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. You know, on that play like this, on like on that play when he hooks him, I always think that's an offensive foul. I don't know how they
It
don't
is
make
an
them
offensive
call.
foul, but the problem is that the league is still pissed off at the Nets, so they're not gonna give them that call.
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying, even in the Knicks game, like I said, it's just like the referees from the games. Like I said, I look at a lot of games, like the calls. Like I said, those calls should be that's an automatic, easy call. Also,
it
you
is.
know, when the guys do the sidestep 3-point shot, those are walks. They won't call it.
They never will. No, no. I mean, it really kind of depends on who's playing that night. They were selective with it. Um, they always have been. I mean, it's something that I've grown to know about the league. I mean, it is
Even
what it
even
is.
even even the push offs. I mean, guys come to lane, they just push off, extend the arm out, push the person, and it's just like I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Those are offensive fouls as clear as day.
Clear as day. Clear as day.
That's with the shot in lane. MPJ no good. Rebounded by Hart. Hart down the lane. Hart. They say ball is out of bounds, so it'll be Knicks ball. Good D by Drake Powell. All right, Knicks inbounds. Overton Towns 3-point shot from the elbow is good, and the Knicks go up 12-6. Nets quickly inbounds. Demon with the ball into the front court, guarded by Bridges at the top of the key. Over to MPJ. MPJ back to Demon. Fakes a shot back to MPJ. MPJ, he don't give a damn who's on him. He gonna fire that thing
He
up.
don't. He should
Fire
not.
that
He
thing
should
up.
not. He don't. He don't care.
Man,
He's shooting
shot
now.
is no good. Hart down the lane. Shot is up. No good, but it'll be a goaltending. 14-6 Knicks. But yeah, MPJ is like, you know what though? I like a play like that though. It's like, yo,
I mean,
guys that
when the team
hesitate.
is in the toilet, when the team is
Mm,
in the shitter like we are, man. Like, I mean, the hell with it, man. I make $38 million. I'm shooting everything. Like, that's
I
all
mean,
it is to it. I'm shooting it
what,
all.
what you got to lose sometimes is just like, but you always have to look at it though, like just because you're on a team that's like what you call it, don't mean you're gonna be there forever. You know what I'm saying? You playing for other teams, you audition for other teams every game you play. You know what I'm saying? Because the next thing you know, the trade deadline, they're gonna move you to some other team. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
can't give up, man. Because and I always look at that. What's that? A couple of years ago when what's that? The Wizards when they had Gafford and what you call it and I
Oh
forgot
yeah.
the other and PJ. Was that PJ? No, it wasn't
Gafford,
PJ.
no, they had Wizards had Gafford, Charlotte had PJ, and then they went to Dallas and they marched straight to the
Right.
finals.
It's like one day you wake up on a bottom feeder and next day you on one of the top teams in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man.
But
All right.
the hardest thing for them is trying to figure out how to play meaningful basketball that quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In their roles, so I definitely give kudos to them, man. Shout out to
Of course.
PJ and Gafford, man.
But like I said, they got humble, man. Playing in those situations, they got humble. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey,
They
I'm
did.
happy for him though. I'm happy for him though. All right,
Hmm.
Knicks with the ball, Hart with the ball over to Brunson in the corner. Brunson in the lane, and he is fouled. Timeout on the floor with the score. Knicks 16, Nets 6. Early first quarter from the Garden. But yeah, like I said, man, even with the Nets, man, like Jordy Fernandez and stuff like that, man, it was almost like a Kenny Atkinson. Remember when Kenny Atkinson was there, how he developed that team, man? It's like, yo, he had them boys balling. Kenny Atkinson he had that thing rolling, man. Had it
Oh
rolling.
yeah, yeah. Especially in like the year before, Katie and Kyrie decided to just take over the team, for sure. Going back to that, because
Giovanni, salute.
I
Mm-hmm.
always have a lot of conversations about that era and that time. The thing
Mm-hmm.
about Kenny Atkinson, there's so many stories about Kenny Atkinson. 2016, he was we I think we were playing he had got the job. We was playing the Denver Nuggets, and he was talking to one of the GMs on the Denver Nuggets. He said, "Yo, the best player on your team is right over there, right over there. He was a ball shoot around. That's the best player on your team right there." He was pointing to Nikola Jokic. In 2016, he already knew.
Let me tell you something. That was the year, and I kid you not, it was Nikola Jokic and Yusuf Nurkic on that team. They had two bigs at the same time, and everybody was like, "Man, they're going to trade one of those guys." I'm gonna see which one they're going to trade, man. Because I mean, and they were good. They was good, two big 7-footers, and they had to get rid of one. I was like, and they made the right choice, man. Because if they'd have gotten Jokic out of there, boy, what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If they would have got Nurkic up out of it, if they would have got Joker out of there instead of Nurkic, oh yeah, that would have been, knowing what we know now. That would have been one of the biggest
Right,
fumbles in NBA history.
right. I'm
The
like
biggest,
the Joker, but
arguably the
hey.
biggest.
Hey, they might have listened to him. They might have listened to Kenny Atkinson, man, when he says like, "Hey, that's the best player on your team right there." It's like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
developing. He's developing. He's developing. You know what I'm saying? He's developing.
Yeah. Definitely. I
But the
mean,
NBA, like I said, is still crazy, man.
mhm.
I look at some of the game, like I said, man. I look at some of these games now, like I said, compared to when we was playing growing up, it's just totally different now. Like I said, looking at a lot of NBA games to me, it just look like you could go to the rec league, the YMCA, and just that's what you see in the NBA, man. Everybody just shoot arounds, 3-point shooting and stuff like that. 3-on-1. You think they take into the basket and then punish that one player? Nah, they flaring out, open 3-point shot, miss, and and there's no damage done.
None. No damage done because the other team is gonna come back down and shoot a three of their own. The thing is like nobody is built to for the like the end to end war of attrition in the NBA anymore because the thing is they train differently than they did in the 90s and the 80s. They practice differently than they did in the 90s and 80s. They work on different things. Um,
Shit,
the
these
thing
guys
about it
practice.
is like
Nowadays, I
I,
don't think they practice. They always talking about, oh, we don't get enough practice time because of the way the games are. I don't believe all that stuff, man. But I'll be like,
I mean,
whatever, man.
they practice on. I would say they practice on things that a lot of players back then didn't practice on. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, vice versa. Um, in terms of the conditioning of the game, bro, like it's not that many. It's not that much lateral movement, not that much end to end like they had to do back then. And, like guys could guard laterally because you had to play man to man. But when zone defenses came in the league, that kind of changed. That kind of was the beginning of the end because now you have stretch fours and stretch bigs coming in, and you got to figure out how to defeat these zones. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I mean, that kind of do a monkey wrench and everything. Now you looking for now your fours is basically threes, and your fives is basically fours in a different era.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's
All
just a
right.
different game, man. That's all it is.
And MPJ just hit a three for the Nets, man. 18-9 right now. Knicks with the ball. Brunson over to Towns. D, what's good, bro? Salute,
What's
salute.
happening? What up? What up?
So what's up? Dismiss, and now Claxton with the ball into the front court. Claxton down the lane, lays it up and in. 18-11 Knicks.
Come on, Clutch.
Knicks quickly inbounds to Hart. Hart with the ball, looking at Brunson into the front court, guarded by Clowney. Hart. It looks like Sham is about to check in. Hart still at the top of the key over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Over to Towns. Towns looking. Guarded by Claxton. At the top of the key. Downloaded Josh Hart. Shot a floater in the lane up and good. 20-11. All right. Nets quickly inbounds. MPJ over to Demon. Demon with the ball. Over to Claxton. And he is fouled by Josh Hart. On a salute. Jonathan.
John,
What's
what
good,
up,
Jonathan?
man?
He says Knicks getting unnecessary foul calls from the refs like usual, while Nets get nothing, right?
I
Drake
mean, I
Powell had
said
a
the
great
Nets don't
defensive
got
stop
no
on Hart.
respect on the whistle, bro, because the TV dollars that we screwed the NBA out of them years back.
We
So
don't
I
get
bought.
whistle calls either, bro. I mean, Towns don't get they don't get a lot of whistle calls, bro. No, for real, for
We
real.
don't get a lot of them, but I
Yeah.
mean,
They don't get the majority of them.
All right, Knicks with the ball.
90% of the time he did barrel into the basket. Oh my god!
Come barreling down the lane.
It's a
It takes
lot
like
of it's a
20. It
lot
takes
of
like
barreling
20
down the lane.
years. It takes 20 years to get down that lane. All right.
Exactly.
Substitution coming in for the Nets. Look like coming in for Demon will be who's that? Nolan Trier and Zaire Williams is in the game. And Bridges with the ball in the lane. Bridges off the glass and good. 22-11. All right. It's Nets with the ball. Trier into the front court. Around the Claxton screen. Trier. Over to Zaire Williams. His three-point shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by Bridges. Bridges with the ball into the front court. Over to Shamet. Shamet to Brunson. Three-point shot from the corner. No good, but put back dunk by Mitchell Robinson. 24-11 Knicks. All right. Nets quickly inbounds Trier into the front court. Over to Claxton. Guarded by Robinson. Claxton shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, so he'll be going to the free throw line.
Yeah, we need more Mitchell to be a lot more aggressive like this.
Jonathan said Claxton already not being a defensive anchor again. If Towns again moonwalks, Claxton next should take whatever first round draft pick over a team offers at the trade deadline.
Exactly.
If y'all don't like Clax.
Bro, I can't stand Claxton, bro. Like, get him
What?
off my team, bro.
He's the most active dude on your offense and your defense.
I don't doubt that, bro.
Yeah, you got to watch. I mean, I listen to the Nets play. Yeah, they know
I
their
ain't gonna
team
lie
more than
to
they
you,
know their
bro.
team
But
more than we know
man,
their
listen,
team.
I could tell you this. The
Mm-hmm.
defense already know what he gonna do when he sit at the top of the key, bro, because he's not gonna battle and take contact most of the games. Like
Mm-hmm.
the difference between him and young players like a Jalen Duran or even a
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson, they gonna get
Mm-hmm.
in there and try to move somebody out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Claxton is gonna try to get downhill, get past you. He ain't looking for that contact. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But because he's really not that, he's not the center that you want, bro. He's a switch big that could move in and out and switch from 1 to 5 in terms of his length and his athleticism. But in terms of what you're looking for from your fives, in terms of taking that
Mm-hmm.
contact for 40+ minutes, bro, that he not that. He not that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a finesse big than to have Claxton right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen. I understand that he can't be that prototypical big man because he's not built big. But as far as anything and everything else, you want him to be aggressive on both ends, and he's not.
No, not for as long as he needs to be. Because once the thing is, when it's time for him to battle, he gets worn down as the game goes on. Because like
Not. Okay.
I give you a perfect example. We was playing Detroit, and we
Mm-hmm.
started off the game getting downhill, getting to the basket. The only problem was Jalen Duran was meeting him there. That's the only problem was, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing the other night when we played the Suns. Mark Williams was meeting him at the basket, like literally snatching everything that he put up out of the sky. Tried that little bullshit jump hook. Give me that. I'm taking that. I'm not even blocking it to the fifth row. I'm taking it in my hands. Blocked it like 2 or 3 times the other night. And then on the other end, he's getting moved around and elbowed in his throat for a rebound. You know what I'm saying? So like realistically, he burns a lot of energy just running because physically he can't match up with anybody at that position. So
Right, but
once you
his
You
start
say,
to
speed.
burn
would
out
you
more
say
cardio,
you say he's too light in the ass? That's probably it because
yeah,
he
yeah,
got
he
some
is
speed,
light
but
in
he
the
light in the
ass.
ass.
He's
He,
very
he
light
very
now.
light in the ass. Very, very light in that. And I think that's part of his problem. The dudes that are not as frail as him, that have the muscle, they can
Mm-hmm.
keep up with him speed wise once he starts to slow down during the game. Go look at Jalen Duran. Go look at
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
those young
No,
centers.
no, no, no. You can't compare Duran to him because Duran is a much stronger player than he is.
Right. So is Mitchell Robinson. So is
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're bigger. Yeah, they're
goddamn
bigger players, right?
so is Bam Adebayo. So is
Yeah, oh yeah,
got
those are bigger players, right?
he was having problems. Well, obviously everybody had problems with Wemby because of his skill set,
Mm.
but I mean,
Wemby long as
so
shit,
is
right?
yeah, so is Rudy Gobert because Rudy Gobert, even though he's older, he's a smarter defender. He
Right.
knows, all right, yo, I don't need to overcommit to this or
Hold
overcommit on
on.
the
What this
screen
dude says,
because
Zion Williams bringing that fire off the bench. Heard Knicks won him for Yabusele. I'll take Yabusele and Knicks 2026 first for Zion. It's fun collecting Knicks draft capital future.
Oh, for
that's a
sure.
Hey,
fact.
Yabusele,
That's a fact.
Yabusele.
Yabusele.
Yabusele's he's like a miniature MB. He looks like a miniature
I ain't
MB
gonna
running
lie.
up and down the
Well,
court.
at times he can look like a miniature MB, but they got
Body
another
wise, he
dude
say he
over
look
there.
like him.
Yeah,
Huh?
another dude over there in Philly that they got the Bona kid, bro. Like he is very athletic. I like him.
Bona, and there's another one too. What is this? Number 25. I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Um,
On the Sixers, he
damn,
been playing too.
Barlow.
Yep,
That's
Barlow.
his
That's
name.
it. Yeah,
Barlow. Barlow is cool.
yeah,
I
man.
like
Y'all was
Barlow.
telling yeah.
I like a couple of players on their team, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I mean, it's realistically, I strongly believe that they trying to rebuild it around the backcourt and they just trying to let Embiid's and TG's money run out somehow, some way. And I think they backcourt is still okay and everything.
You
You know
said
what I'm
Leif
saying? So
Clowney again deciding to be timid at the Garden. Caleb Wilson and Cam Boozer are my starting power forward. If we draft either one of them, and Clowney going to the bench, very inconsistent.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
Caleb
with that.
Wilson is nice. Caleb Wilson's nice, but Clowney's he's a center though. Them other guys are like power
Hey,
forwards or
Caleb
small
Caleb
forward.
Wilson. I think Caleb Wilson, future in the NBA is going to be a three. He's athletic enough. I think he has the wingspan. At the four, he probably going to get moved around because if he run into some muscle, he ain't going to be able to do what he doing at North Carolina against these bigs like that. Man, I respect his game. I respect his effort. He changing the culture for North Carolina back to what it was, but I don't think he's going
Oh,
to be that
bro,
athletic.
I love Caleb Wilson, bro. That athleticism is crazy off the charts,
Oh yeah,
bro.
it
And
is.
he's
It
only
is.
18 years old.
I
Yo,
mean, but it really depends on what you want because Cam Boozer is already a grown ass man. He already
yeah,
power
but
moving
he's
in a
forward,
not
lot
gonna
of
the
have
power
that
ways.
forward,
same. He's not gonna have that
power
same
forward,
energy in the NBA though.
power forward. Yeah, I mean the
I
power
could
forward,
I
but
could agree with that.
if he's the four, but Caleb Wilson is a three right now, but he can play four because the way how the NBA is, but he'll be most likely at three. But his athleticism allows him to play at the four because that dude gets up for the rebound. The dude gets off the ground. And he's not scared. He is not scared one bit, man. He's very confident. All right, 29-17 Knicks. Nets with the ball. Sharp at the top of the key. Over to MPJ for a three from the top. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Over to Brunson. Brunson into the front court. Guarded by Zaire Williams. Brunson around the Shaman screen. There's a foul on the play. Who's that? Shaman got fouled?
No, before that.
Yeah, on the screen. Yeah, I think Shaman got pushed or something.
Mm.
Trier, that's the other rookie from the Nets. Trier and also
I
Igor
like no
Demon.
I like Nolan. His speed off the off the catch, man, is a very, very elite. I think he might be one of, if not the most fastest player with the ball in basketball right now.
Yeah.
And that's on all across any league. I don't care, Euro, NBA, college,
Uh-huh.
whatever. His speed is that elite.
Where he
Uh-huh.
got that? He got that John Wall speed.
He has the Tony Parker, John Wall slash
A mixture, huh?
Euro. Yeah. It's just straight zoom. And when he's already past you, you already on your heels. The only
Mm.
thing that's keeping you up is the fact that he can't move anybody off that speed, but he can get there. You know what I'm saying?
He,
So like that's the thing about it. He can get there. If you're
he's
playing
young. He's
defense
young though,
against
right?
him, he's
He's
19. Yeah,
19. That's what I say. He's young.
if you playing defense against him, the scouting report is to go under the screen and fall back about 3 or 4 or 5 feet because that's the shooter.
Scouting
He's not
report.
that. That's the
He
scouting
said,
report. Yes,
go under the screen on him. Go under the
go
screen
under the
on him. You
screen.
gotta get you.
Go under the screen. Yes, but
Yeah,
he's
man.
very very fast.
Like I said, that's a good thing, man. When you watch a team, you know the players. You know, like I said, other people just watch highlights or just see some things and they, you know what I'm saying. But you know the players on your team. You know what they're what they like to do and what they can and what they can't do.
So Cam Thomas is out of there.
That's Cam. Oh,
Most
Cam
likely.
Thomas is. Oh yeah, Cam is on the floor right now. Zaire with the
Cam is on
passing
the
is on the.
floor. But I think he's as good as done for the Knicks, man. Excuse me, for the Nets.
Yeah,
Um,
for the trade
they
deadline.
I
Crazy.
think he made his bed, but he definitely hit that shot though.
Yeah, he had a big shot. That was a big fade.
Oh yeah, and his turnaround shot. Look at that from the 3-point line,
From
30
the three
to
point line.
20. He just did a fadeaway shot from the 3 in the corner.
He did
I
he
think
did a
Cam
Carl
Cam
Anthony
Thomas's
Towns
He's
better.
future.
he's a scorer. He
Cam
can score.
Thomas,
He can score.
he can score. Yes, Cam Thomas' future. It's basically six man, and I think a lot of most of our fan base don't necessarily know that they run with this the illusion that at 6'2" or 6'3" he could be the number one option on his team, and that's not the league. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Brunson is basically pushing. Brunson is pushing a hard button in terms of small ball dominant guards.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes that button very hard. But the thing is that the Knicks, because the Knicks are winning and because it's leading to something, you could still run with that option. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of years, you're going to be seeing the outlook on the lead guard position is going to be SGA. If you ain't 6'6" or 6'7", they ain't messing with you at no lead guard position.
He's gonna be tall at the lead guard position. Wolf is in
Yes.
the game. Shot is blocked by Robinson. 26 seconds left to go in the quarter. Brunson down the lane, pushes off corner to Shaman. 3-point shot is up and good. 38-20.
Yeah, see, this is a fool's gold game for the Knicks, though. This
Nah,
is like,
It
I
is.
know.
you know what I mean? You're playing against your G League affiliates, and then it's like you're getting practice on the court, which you could be up and down with. So, but we
You know
need
what's
to.
crazy about every Knicks and Nets game, bro? Like whoever the loser is the G League affiliates, bro. Like 9 times out of 10. Come on, let's keep it on. Let's
Yeah.
be real honest, bro. When the Nets were all the way up here, the Knicks were all the way down here, and vice versa. We all know that. That's why it's not a rivalry,
Mm-hmm.
bro. The losing team has always been under 500.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Right.
It doesn't matter who y'all had. Doesn't matter who we had. Ewing era, y'all been up. The J
Well,
Kidd era, we been up. Like, come on, man. This is not no rivalry.
no. I wouldn't call it a rivalry. It's just a crosstown hometown game. You know what I mean? To say
It's
who's
it's
the
it's
king
the,
of New
it's the
York.
Yankees and the Mets, bro.
That's it.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's the Yankees and the
Oh,
Mets. It ain't even the
yo,
Jets and
listen,
the
well,
Giants.
the Yankees got to get off the mats, right? We got to get off the mat, though. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
we got to get our stuff together, man. Like I
No.
said, I'm
I'm
trying to
wrong
wait.
about that. It's not the Yankees and the Mets. It's definitely the Jets and the Giants because the Knicks have been failing New
Jets and
York
the
for years.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Knicks have been
Jets
failing
and the
New York for
Giants.
a very long time. Yeah, it's the Jets and the Giants.
Well,
The
Well,
Giants.
we the Giants right now.
we've been in the playoffs, so it's like you for the last couple of years. So we just haven't got over the hump. So you got to give us some credit where credit is due.
Well, the reason why I don't is because the demand is always high. And as a Knicks fan, I would think you would know that because the demand was high in 1994 and it's high almost every time the Knicks get a competitive team.
Every sense, yes.
So if the demand is high and if that the demand continues to grow, if you go from first round with Julius Randle and then second round with Brunson against Miami and then third round last year and getting literally like manhandled every single time you see the Indiana Pacers and now they no longer here, I would like to think to myself that the Knicks this is the Knicks East to lose. And it's been looking like
Mhm.
that because nobody had the Pistons number one in the East before this year started. Nobody had Boston number two before this year started. Boston, this was supposed to be a rebuild year for them.
And right, this was a rebound, and that's what I'm saying. That's the thing with Boston. These other teams are playing, man.
Well, we
Regardless of
see,
injuries, these guys are playing. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. The Knicks
yeah,
got
but
some injuries too, but they not. Huh?
we say that from afar. I don't think those teams was looking at it. They let go a lot of players because they were trying to stay under the cap. That was it.
Yeah, right. No,
Right.
but the Tatum injury. So
But
this was a year that
Yeah.
it was just going to be a rebuild. But like I said, but
if
at the
you
end of
if
the
you
day,
look at every time y'all beat the Celtics blew it up, or the Celtics imploded. They had to go get rid of some. No, we don't want to be in the second April. All right, so let's implode this. You go back to the KG and Pierce era. All right, let's get rid of this, blow it up. All right, we're giving them too much money. Let's rebuild. Let's do something else. And then they come back a couple of years later. The fact of the
um,
matter is that the Knicks pour a lot of dollars into putting these competitive teams together. They did it in the late '90s when they got LJ and Spreewell and Houston and all of them, and they doing it now when they got Brunson and OG and Cat and they pouring all these dollars in. I'll be honest with you, if y'all lose this game tonight, guess who not that Giannis trade talk is gonna get louder and louder.
it's been getting louder and louder. You know what I'm saying? It's been getting loud. But like I said, I don't even care. They win this game. They don't win this game. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be loud. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because like I said, they still. I mean, one game doesn't make everything go away. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it on a
sure,
consistent basis. That's the problem. We got to
sure.
see if they could do it on a consistent basis. In a 48-minute game, you can't play for only 20 minutes or 25 minutes in the whole game. It's a 48-minute game.
True,
You know.
that is
So,
true.
like I said, we all know it's early in the game because hey, 4 quarters, it's too long. You know what I'm saying? Because the
For sure.
NBA is a game of runs. NBA is a game of runs. That's all the NBA is a game of runs. Somebody can go on a 25-3 run, and you're like, whoa, look at this.
That's
It's
a
crazy,
fact. I
man.
ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of 25-point leads getting blown. If you was down
Yeah,
25 back then, bro, that was the game.
right. And a lot of times
That was
these
the
teams don't
game.
these teams don't have killer instincts no more. They don't put teams out of their misery. They just let teams come back because they don't have killer instinct, man. They can't keep
Well,
it up.
but also keep in mind, it's early. It's still pretty much early in the season. I mean, you're gonna have
No.
teams that go up, have ups and downs as well.
No. You
I
can have
mean,
teams that go ups and down, but like I said,
Bro.
it's the effort level because teams gonna get injuries will cause some teams tonight, but they still put the effort out there. But if a team is not putting effort out there, you can see who's not putting the effort out there. That's the problem. If you put
right.
an effort and lose, that's one thing. But if you're not putting no effort and you losing, that's a different problem. You see what I'm saying? Because in the NBA, you getting paid. You get paid to perform, bro. Like I said, this ain't
Yes.
the NFL. This ain't the NFL where it's like, the contracts are non guaranteed. These contracts are guaranteed. So these guys, once they get their contract, they good. So they don't care what's going to happen because they got their money. But if they go to a non guaranteed contract, I bet you dudes will be playing much better because they want those money. They want that money and incentives, and that's
Yeah,
what they should do because these, like I said, I don't think these players deserve the money today.
they
I always say
definitely
that
don't.
the players in the
They
past
don't.
deserve the money. Those Hall of Famers, those players deserve the money. These guys, like I said, and nowadays these guys are just about their brand in the off season and and Instagram and all stuff. These guys don't care about sports. Like working out and doing things and bettering their craft. They don't do all that stuff, man.
No, I told you, they're living a life of entitlement.
Right?
After
That's what I'm
everybody
saying.
put in the hard work, they're just benefiting from the hard work that was put in before them.
Right.
I
Right.
was listening to an interview with Sebastian Telfair. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
he expected to make more money because he saw his peers making more money. instead of him earning that keep. The bottom line is the same thing with some of these. To me, they gave them the money way too soon.
Of
Towns to me
course.
got the money way too soon. He worked hard, but he didn't work hard too. And he's still
I'm,
not. It's like one of those things you don't put in the hard work to gain the respect that he needs. Come on, game after game. That's why he's getting hammered. Is because it don't look like you're putting in more hard work that is needed for the money he's making. These dudes is lost in their own self endowment type.
like I said, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, I don't see these guys in the offseason working out and coming back better. These guys come back with the same game. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day,
That's a fact.
guys was working on their game. They came back, he's like, oh man, the game, their body, everything they came back was like, okay, this dude worked on the stuff. Is like, yo, these guys, man, as long as they're getting paid, they doing the same old thing.
And to top it off with the range of the game today, and a lot of people blaming on Steph and the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the spacing and how everything is done, I look at the NBA as more miles traveled along with the speed of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because now instead of guarding your mid range players like you did back in the 80s and the 90s, and guarding in the paint and having a muscle to withstand stuff in the paint, you're guarding on the 3-point line. You got to get out there on the Currys and the Damian Lillards and all of them. You got to get out there on them because they could go for 50. Now you got to, like, you took away the physical part of the game in terms of, like, all
Right.
right, hand checking and
Posting up,
everything.
right? Posting, hand checking, take all that
Posting
out.
up and hand checking. Teams don't know how to play no more. Now you got teams switching from 1 through 5. Could you imagine somebody switching on Shaq in the 90s running for at the 1?
Nah, bro.
Could you imagine?
That's what I'm saying. Them dudes is physical, bro. They was in
Destroy that young man.
Barkley, all them type dudes, man. Nah, you ain't switching no guard on them. You are not switching no guard on them dudes,
You
bro.
are not switching no guard for none of them. You out of your mind. You gonna get that young man hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
If anything, you're sending a double team quick.
That's what I'm saying. Them guys was physical, bro. Them players back then was physical. These guys, like I said, they more finesse. They more finesse.
Back then, you had to commit to a double team because that was the game, man-to-man defense. Once they put zones in, that was the beginning of the end. They put zones in to say they was trying to stop Shaq. Realistically, I thought it was BS. I thought they was trying to stop Allen Iverson because when he came in the league and he started moving left to right and he made you move laterally, when he crossed you over, you are out of the play.
Yeah,
you
man.
are out of the play. It wasn't no return recovery on defense. You are gone out of the play. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
yeah, them guys had the bag. They had the handle. They had the handle. These guys, like I said, a lot of the point guards now today, like I said, their skill level is not like up to those guys back in the past. Them guys could, like, dictate a game. They could penetrate. They could assist, pass off, do what they got to do. They control the game. These guys, they just go in there, try to score and just do whatever. If you open, they'll give you a pass here and there, and they go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of accidental basketball for sure.
Right. That's what we talking about. Accidentals, like, broken play.
Yep, accidental basketball for sure.
That's Zaire Williams with the steal and the layup. 43-26. And what we talked about, like I said, in the NBA, man, game of runs. What we talk about.
Absolutely, game of runs, man. Like anything, like these 20-point leads ain't safe no more.
Nah, 3-point shooting.
Teams with the 3-point, with the combination of the speed, the tempo, and the pace of the game, and teams going for record highs year after year after year. You had last year the Pacers without a set a new pace for offensive rating,
120 something points. Shit crazy, bro.
Point. Like, these teams is looking like they looking like, we speeding up and we ain't even trying to do nothing else. That's
what like NBA 2K and all them scores. You be like, that's an NBA 2K score right there. But you look at it, like I said, back in the day, like the overs in games was like 200 points, 202 or like 198. Now overs are like 240. 240. I said 240. 245. I said, man, who was like, bro?
Sometimes 250, like combined. Like
Yeah,
sometimes that.
I don't
I
see
done
some
seen
Hawks
teams
game.
put
I don't
up
see Hawks game with
140.
250 by
I
themselves.
done seen teams put up
We see
140 and give up 130. Like which one?
right,
Which nigga? What's
exactly,
that?
exactly, because there's no defense being played, bro.
I'm like either it's a lot of good shot making, bro, or y'all ain't playing defense at all.
Yeah, but you also got to think, like you said, from the 80s, 90s, when you go from shooting 20 to 22 threes a game, then these dudes is up to 50, 60, 65, almost 70.
Yeah, right, right, because that's what the
You
game
know
is
what I
now.
mean?
It's just like yo, because guys don't. If you shoot mad threes right now, you ain't got to play. You ain't got to waste no energy really and guard
Exactly.
nobody. If you got to open threes, like
No, you
boom,
don't.
you rather do that than come down and body somebody for like 8 seconds and go down there and score a 2 point basket. You'd be like that's too much work. I'm just gonna stand the three,
And
shoot, jump in, and run down court.
it, that's true, and it's one of the reasons why I think Steph could play another 5 years because a
Of
lot of
course,
what he's doing on the 3 point line, bro. Like the thing is it can be guarded, but at the same time, bro, with a lot of the stuff that the Warriors been getting away with, bro, like Steph could still be in that same spot for another 5 years, and a lot of people don't think so. LeBron just out there cherry picking. That's all
right,
he doing.
right, and see how LeBron's playing this long. If he was back in the '80s, he won't be playing that long because, like I said, the bodying and all that type of stuff, it'd be like too much wear and tear. It'd be like, I can't do this. I can't do
Oh,
this
the
like this. But
physicality would have definitely won.
right now, it's just like no physicality, man. That's why Barkley be like, they'd be like, oh, what's that got 15 rebounds a night? He said he should. He's 7 foot. He should. That ain't nothing special.
Yo, see, that's a perfect idea why Towns will get a foul. You see him guard. That dude had a gift wrap, and it took for for somebody else to come over and foul him.
Uh,
Come on, dude.
it's great, man.
I
Yo,
mean,
like
but
I said,
That
Towns
was
wasn't
like
even trying to go.
right.
Towns wasn't even trying to go for a shot right there. I would
right,
foul him too, bro. Like, come on.
right.
He wasn't trying to go for the shot, bro. Like Nolan
Right.
Treyor is only 6'3". I would have fouled him too.
Mm-hmm.
I would have fouled him too.
But no,
But
listen, he would have. But you, like I said, them guards back in them dudes is like Tim Hardaway. Them dudes like, yo, you gonna back me down? You know what I'm saying? Them dudes is stout and strong.
Yeah,
Them
yeah,
dudes
they
like,
are.
they was in days like, yo, they was like, hey, bring it, come on, bring it.
You got to put up a fight. Yeah,
And you know who was the one? Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was one of the strongest guards. Oh my God, Jason
that's
Kidd,
a
man.
fact. J Kidd, man. J Kidd was like the thing is he was one of the best rebounding guards in his day. He'd go in there for the boards, and he can control the game off of rebounds and assists. Like the thing is, it's
There
such a
you
high
go. He
demand
right.
on it's such a high demand on scoring nowadays. Players coming from Europe also change the game. Also,
That's
yeah,
that's
that's a
that's what
fact.
that's what Dewani said. Though.
But
That's a
but
fact.
but it's not just them that change the game. It's also the rule changes that change the game. If you look at how all the
Right,
rule changes
right,
for the last
right,
30 years,
right.
that made the dirt like
They
don't
want
don't get me
entertainment.
wrong.
They want entertainment. They want entertainment. They don't want dirty
Yeah,
basketball. They want
don't get me
entertainment.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Drazen Petrovic, God rest his soul, was putting up
Yeah,
40 in the NBA. Like,
yeah, we
but he
know
was
who
doing it from
Jaws.
the perimeter though. Like he was doing it with he had that triple threat, fake you shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that Larry Bird shit, man, where he could, like fake, give you the ball, fake shoot right over you, bro. Pull up. He had that. He had those things. That's some of the things that they teach overseas in terms of triple threat, like just basic basketball skills. You know, bounce simple, bounce pass, simple. Get to the shot, turn and shoot. Don't even aim. You know where you aim and just turn and shoot. Turn and shoot all over the shooting hand. Follow through. That things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Leaf, how many times we've been telling people outside of the rookies, everyone else is on a trade block. On MPJ and Clax have trade value, and that should be maximized. They aren't leading the ship. I mean, that's
Mm,
facts, though. They definitely are not. Jellio, what's good with you? Why
Jelly, what's good, man?
Clax is sharp on the floors? Because we have a hard time rebounding. That's why Jellio, and we're stupid. Um, so realistically, yeah. So
hmm
People don't understand that Mitchell Robinson is going to get boards over your team unless you gain rebound and do your work
Right.
early in the box out. The Mitchell Robinson, even though he's kind of made out of glass, he's going to get physical because he doesn't know that he's made out of glass. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get physical, bro, with players that are not going to get physical with him. This is why Davon Sharp will struggle on the boards against him. This is why so many players will struggle on the boards against him. This is why Mitchell Robinson has been one of the best offensive rebounders in the league for the past 4, 5, 6 years. That's what he does, man. He's very, very good at that, and that's one of the flagships that made the Knicks a very important team before they made all these damn trades and they decided to upgrade their team so damn much.
We made 3
You know
damn
what I'm
trades
saying?
within
So,
like a year, man. That shit was crazy. I
yeah,
didn't even see that shit coming, bro.
I said the Knicks was gonna they're gonna make one trade too many, man, because they're gonna believe that they could get to the finish line, which they kind of can.
Hmm.
I thought they had a legitimate chance 2 years ago, realistically.
Right, the team I thought he was going to bring back, but
Yeah, that's the team I thought they was gonna bring back, but they played with their food in that Indiana series that they were supposed to win in 5 games. They messed around and brought it to 7, and they got more injuries, and then they got decimated on their own home court when Indiana shot a crazy ass 70% from the field.
For sure.
You know,
MPJ has an MCL sprain. He shouldn't even be playing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, you say all of that about Mitchell, but your team is very long. So when you talk, you look at from
He said
one
they're
to
long, but
five.
they're not. He said they're long, but they're not
they're not
physical. That's the
physical.
thing.
That's the problem. The thing is, Mitchell Robinson is long and physical, and you're not gonna out. And we don't have anybody to out physical him. So when he's the thing that you have to notice about Mitchell Robinson right off the rip is that he's always gonna look for the contact because he's looking for the shot to go up at all times. So when you're
Mm,
doing that work early, then the opposition is not accustomed to boxing you out and making sure you're out of the paint, then you will always have that advantage because you're always looking for the rebound before it even gets there. It's something that Dennis Rodman used to think about, man. He used to they told a story. Isaiah Thomas was telling a story about it because he was just counting in his head. He was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like what he's like, yo, man, what you doing? You're supposed to be in a layup line. He's like, yo, I'm counting. He's like, yo, what you doing? He's like, I'm counting how many seconds it take to take for y'all to take the shots, and I'm counting how many minutes is going to be on the ball. So he would say the ball land like this, I know who's shooting it. I know that's Scottie Pippen. If the ball's shooting
Hmm.
like this, I know that's Joe Dumars. If the ball is shooting up way up high, I know that's Benny Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So like he would know where to go and where to position himself because he would work on that. He used to count in his mind where the rebound was going to be placed about how you shot the shot because he was paying
I don't
attention to that.
know what's good, bro. Yo, they got to trade Cat Deuce and 2 first rounders for Giannis. Hey, make it happen, bro. Make it happen.
Listen, it's always that easy on paper, but the team
That's
has
what
got
I'm
to make
saying. Right. The team got to
That's what I'm
accept it. You
saying.
know what I'm saying? Bro,
And the
I
thing
like
is,
it.
when you get Giannis, now the pressure immenses even more because
it.
now you're looking at the thing that people got to realize is that it's not that easy to build a team around Giannis. It's not. You need a
Mm.
whole bunch of things to go right, especially in today's game, because Giannis is still a downhill player and he leans on a lot of physicality and athleticism to get a lot of his money. He's not somebody
Mm.
that's going to kill you from the mid range and kill you
That's
from
why you need. That's
outside.
why you need the shooters. That's why you need the
You
shooters
need
around him
you
and
need your
stuff like.
shoot. You need your stretch four. You need your stretch four, stretch five. You need more and more shooters when he's on the court to space the court so he can have room to work. You know what I'm saying? Like because Giannis is an open floor play, kind of like how LeBron was back in them early Cleveland days when LeBron used to
Mm.
just get downhill and finish on anybody, but LeBron had the speed. Giannis has more of the length and the athleticism, and he has the strides. He can get there. You
He
know what I'm
says
saying?
no. He
So
said has Noah Clowney even scored tonight.
I don't even know if he
No,
scored
no.
tonight now.
He got 0 points.
Yeah, no Clowney.
But wait a minute. Wait, Noah Clowney. The last time we played him, that's the dude that had like he had like did he have
Yeah,
30?
he was the killer.
He was. I think he had a big
Yeah,
game
he
against the
was.
Knicks. He said according to Brandon
No
Scoop B,
Clowney got
Nets almost traded
2 points.
for this past summer.
Nets almost traded for Giannis this past summer. Well, we should have. I don't know what we should have did.
No, that's what I
Look at
said.
this.
They're
Look at
going
this.
to try to use MPJ as trade bait, but I think he should stay
Yeah,
with the team. He's young enough to build with that team.
MPJ
I
he
think
want to
he's
go to
young
a
enough,
contender.
but I think his injury history is the biggest question mark because we talking
Yeah,
about
that
an
back right,
MPJ.
that
Even though
back injury. How's the back injury?
he had 3 back surgeries, and
I
he
remember
has a
that.
arm injury from last year that he played with. He played 77 games with that arm injury. He couldn't even lift his arm. If you go back to
Mm.
that Denver series that they played at OKC, he couldn't even lift his left arm, and he
That's why.
plays
That's
with a
why he
left.
wasn't shooting good, right?
Right.
Yeah, and he plays with a leg brace on his left leg that only stroke patients use to help them walk again. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that. So
Mm.
MPJ is a warrior, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was
I
about to
know.
say for
I
the
know.
amount of games he's played for the Nets this year, he's been pretty solid thus far.
yes, he has. And it's been off the strength that he could. It's been off the strength of value, realistically. But at the same time, he has been very, very good in stretches. He has he had a very good December, and it averaged out, man, to what it is now, basically 26-8. But at the same time, it's being wasted. Like anytime you have those numbers, it's being wasted on a sub 500 team. When the next team that's going to use you is going to put you in the third spot, but a lot of Warriors who just lost Jimmy Butler for the year, and
They
now
just
they
Right.
was
really
going to trade him
bad.
2 weeks
He got
ago,
a
and
torn
he did.
ACL.
So got a torn ACL.
Mm.
So
Mm.
they with the money that they paid to get him, on top of, hey yo, we need to get rid of Kaminga because Kaminga's getting pissed off. I ain't getting the minutes that I want. Y'all ain't valuing me. Y'all drafted me high in the draft, man, but y'all, they tried to get Kaminga to play the Warriors way, which is really the Curry way because Steph Curry still runs things over there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Steph Curry is still the end all be all over there. If you look at a lot of the plays that they draw up, it's not different from what they was drawing up in 2016 and 2017 when they was running off championships. The thing is, Steph and the Warriors are slower and worse than those teams. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So when you have that aspect and then you put that in a melting pot, you asking yourself why aren't the Warriors developing your young talent? Because Steph is still around selling tickets.
See,
Yeah.
you see that call as like, what do you call is that an offensive foul
They
or
call
do
they
you?
call it offensive foul.
Yeah, I know they
Because
called that
because
Call
because
off.
already.
because the arm bar thing. I don't know what is this arm bar stuff, man. I don't even what is
They
this
did
thing with the
call
arm
offensive
bar.
foul, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the thing with like some of these players that they like the arm thing, and they like going on somebody
No,
under.
don't say they
You
him.
you're gonna pop your shoulder out. You're gonna pop somebody's shoulder out or something like that, man.
Exactly, bro. I came in here for execution, man. That's all it is, man. This shit ain't no game, bro. Like, come on, man. We getting our ass
I'm
beat up.
surprised because usually, like I said, even in the last game, that's was competitive and stuff. Because they just played Phoenix the other night. You know what I'm saying? They just like only lost by like 8 points, 9 points. That game was a close game against the
Well,
Suns.
Yeah, we did come back in that game, but the thing is like when as a bad team, when you dig a hole like this deep, you always playing from
Oh,
behind.
and there's her with Towns laying on his back with the elbow thing going underneath the. He ain't gonna learn.
Yep.
they still did it.
He gonna land on that tailbone. Keep it up, bro.
Yeah, keep it up.
Right.
Keep it up. Somebody gonna
That
put
what
you
I'm
down.
saying. That what I'm saying. There's always the arm thing, always going up underneath and trying to hook
Yeah,
somebody's arm.
he lucky Claxton is fragile, bro. Because if that would have been some center with some muscle, he would have been out for 2 weeks. 2 weeks he
Yeah,
would have been out.
but landing on your tail, right? Landing on your tailbone is not the thing, bro.
It's not.
He says it's insane. Claxton was considered a defensive player of the year candidate
That's what I'm
At
saying.
one point, yeah,
Claxton's supposed
at
to have
one
a
point.
huge upside. The dude played with KD
with Kevin Durant.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Kyrie. Like,
here's
come
the
on.
problem. Here's the problem with that, bro. When Katie and Kevin Durant, when Katie and Kyrie left, the thing is he basically turned into a sitting duck. You know, he one of them
Mm.
players, bro. Like you kind of need to hold his
He was
hand, man. For
confident. He was confident. He was confident when they was playing,
yeah,
and then when they gone,
yeah. Then when they he like old boy from up the block, man. Like that got his big brother, bro. Like and then he already know, bro. He could get away with just running his mouth. And
right.
then when Big Brother go out of town, bro, like he get lumped up, and then he got to go run back to the house. Be like, yo, I got jumped by who? By
He
some
said, "Come
drug
on." He
boys,
said,
man.
"Y'all got to come on. Y'all got to come on."
Yeah. Y'all gotta come on, man. Come on, stop it, bro. Like you know you ain't built like that.
He
But
said
I will
Claxton looked
say this,
like
bro. Like the Knicks kind of made their bet when they decided to give us 6 first rounds, man, for Mikal, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that was one of the beginning of
we
the end type of
we
things.
knew that was a massive overpay, man. Well, everybody in Knicks says like, yo, what the heck is like, yo, that's what you give it for like a Donovan Mitchell or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? A trade like that,
Basically.
but
And even then, I don't even think Utah sold that high on Donovan. They sold high on Rudy Gobert. Then
they
he
didn't
got
want it.
traded for
They
9 assets. And they
yeah.
didn't even want to do that.
Danny Ainge ain't want to trade him to the Knicks, so he just wanted to be an idiot. That's all he wanted to
Yeah.
be.
He was like, yo, let's trade him to Minnesota. Minnesota make 2 conference finals. That's what you did. Yeah. Good job, Danny. I ain't gonna lie. These GMs swear they the smartest ones in the room. I swear they do.
Well, you
They
see,
swear they the
everybody's
smartest
getting
ones in the
hired.
room. Everybody.
Y'all was selling getting some run today. Y'all was selling
But
getting some run
they
because
should put a
they ain't
quota
been
in.
playing.
He getting run,
Yeah.
man, because the Knicks is up 25, bro. That's why. Like, you good, put him in the game.
Yeah, but then if the Nets start getting hot, they start coming back and stuff like that. Like I said, this
He's
what
gonna take
happens,
him right
man.
out. Yep.
That's how they get lulled to sleep, and the next thing you know is like the runs start coming, and then the pressure
Hmm.
starts tightening. The pressure starts tightening. You know how it go.
Right. I mean, but it's like I said before, bro. When the Knicks was at the top of the Eastern Conference years, the Nets
hmm
was nowhere to be found, and then when the Nets was at the top of the Eastern Conference years, the Knicks was nowhere to be found.
Oh,
It's basically like a seesaw, bro. Neither team is like this is not a
it's like
rivalry.
it's hard to find them. It's
Neither
hard to find them
team.
when they both good. Yeah, it's hard to find when they both good.
Exactly. Both teams is not meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals, man, for the East, bro. This is not a
Right.
rivalry, bro. Like we don't have nothing to play for other than bullshit towers, bro. Like that's it.
Them
That's
draft picks.
all
That's
we got
like
to
the
play for.
picks. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
But
it is what
at
it
the
is
end of
at
the
this
day, these
point.
kids, like I said, the more they playing, they're developing. Yeah, they're gonna take some. They taking their lumps, but hey, they developing like the kids like Igor and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good for him and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
No,
MPJ, I
he's
don't
good.
know if he
That's what I
gets
said.
traded or
He's
not.
doing good.
Mm.
I mean, between him, Claxton, I think I like the team. To be honest with you, Powell. I think they gotta like listen. They're like anything. They're a young fighting team. That's what you want to see.
So they just holding
I
stuff just for
mean,
now, just for now
the
until, like I
young,
said,
well,
they get some
you got the young part
reinforcements.
right, bro. Like, but the fighting
Right.
is just like, all right,
Yeah, because
we might have some fighting us some nights, man. We got some. Most nights, man, they hard pump Kool Aid, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, it is what it is. Um,
I know
it's
you because you do all the games. He leads through the games, so
it's
he
a
be
lot.
on
It's a
there.
lot of Tempico, bro. Because when I got to sit here for 2 hours and 30 minutes and watch and discuss how bad we are, bro, and how much of we basically are the Clippers of the East. A lot of people just can't understand it. A lot of people in our fan base just can't understand it, bro. Like it's what it is 75% delusion, 25% reality, bro. Like we'll keep it real when it suits the conversation or when it suits the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? So like I mean these young rookies, the bottom line is one of these young rookies have to turn into a legitimate number one option. And to be honest with you, bro, like I see it in terms of skill set, maybe Drake Powell. I'm very, very high on Danny Wolf, even though he doesn't get the minutes. But that's basically what it is. I think Claxton is he's reached his ceiling as a Brooklyn Net. NPJ
hmm
is basically used at the same way everybody was used after KD era. They just used for a rental agreement, like you got at Rent a Center or something like that, and then you just go sell it back to the store. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I mean, they just like I said, they just hold suit till they get one of these top picks and stuff like that. One of these good rookies coming in, and that's it, and then they build around him and stuff like that. Because some of these guys coming in,
Hey,
they are going to be good though. They're going to be good though in the next couple of drafts.
Yo, no, I'm not gonna
hey,
let this. Yo, I'm not gonna let this dude off the hook because when KD and Kyrie came to the Nets, every Net fan was high hopes, talking championship. They was talking big time stuff. You telling me rentals now?
Yeah, that's what we got.
That's what
Rentals.
it
We have
is.
rentals.
That's what it
That's
is.
what we got. I mean, like you gotta look at it this way. Since we've been in Brooklyn, where all we've been doing is getting rentals, bro. Like we haven't had a mainstay in the organization in terms of the last 12 years that we've been in Brooklyn. And the reason why I support the Nets is because they in Brooklyn. Number one, number two, Vince Carter was my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since North Carolina. So once Vince got to
Half
the
man,
team,
half amazing.
I was kind of all in. So if you look at the Nets history in terms of development, in terms of getting their own homegrown talent and development, that's not something that they do. And now that they're in a market where they have to be good fast and be marketable fast, this is the way you get trades like Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. This is why you get go after Katie and Kyrie when they come knocking at your door and be like, "Hey, yo, we want some money. We're gonna lead this team to something," even though we know that wasn't, because nobody after a post Achilles injury has led a team to anything, and Kevin Durant is
Mm-hmm.
no different. So
All
this is what happens. These are the results that you get.
right, hold on, fellas. I'm about to once again at halftime. The Knicks
Halftime.
60, Nets 38. We'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from the Man Cave.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God. That's him. You feel the vibe? That's me. We going live. That's us. That like button shared, you been subscribed. Stadium. That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves. Yeah. That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called The Man-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
All right, we are back once again. The halftime score: Knicks 60, Nets 38. For the Brooklyn Nets, Michael Porter Jr. with 9 points, 4 rebounds. Noah Clowney with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Nick Claxton, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Drake Powell with 4 points. Igor Demon with 6 points, 3 assists. Off the bench, Zaire Williams with 4 points. Day'Ron Sharpe with 4 points. Cam Thomas with 5 off the bench. Overall shooting for the Brooklyn Nets, 13 of 40 for 33%. 3-point shooting, 5 of 20 for 25%. Free throw shooting, 7 of 9 for 78%. 16 rebounds, 9 assists, and 7 turnovers in the first half. For the Knicks, OG Anunoby with 3 points, 3 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns with 10 points, 3 rebounds. Josh Hart with 7 points, 7 rebounds. Mikal Bridges with 9 points. Jalen Brunson with 12 points. Off the bench, Yabusele with 2. Mitchell Robinson with 5.7 rebounds. Landry Shamet with 6. And Deuce McBride with 6. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 22 of 40 for 55%. 3-point shooting, 8 of 16 for 50%. Knicks at the free throw line, 8 of 12 for 67%. Knicks got 28 rebounds, 13 assists, and 7 turnovers in the game. Checking out some out-of-town scores around the NBA. Cleveland, with 8:25 left to go in the third quarter, up 58-44 over Charlotte. Halftime, Boston with a 20-point lead over Indiana, 66-46. 9:39 left to go, second quarter. Atlanta up 37-34 over Memphis. Early second quarter, Detroit up 37-32 over the Pelicans. 9:30 game, OKC at Milwaukee, and Toronto at Sacramento at 10 o'clock is the late game. right. So we are at halftime, man. So yeah, man, we've just been talking basketball here, man, with Leaf, Diggy. Man, thank you guys for tapping this live stream, Knicks versus Nets from Madison Square Garden. If this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network and Leaf Diggy as well. His link is in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe. Brooklyn Nets content creator Leaf Diggy is on the call with me, my brother, man. So make sure you go and subscribe to his network, man. And also, like I said, it costs you nothing. It is totally free, man. And if you're following on Twitter, just hit that follow button on X or Twitter. That's all you have to do. So to me, it's Knicks up 60-38. Like I said, their next game, they playing the Sixers in Philadelphia on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So Knicks will be in Philly on Saturday. And for those who don't know, man, the East Coast, man, this week in the East Coast going to be a winter weathery advisory, right?
Sick.
You know, it's gonna be some snow, ice, and all that stuff, man. Winter mixes coming up. It's gonna be some storms and stuff like that. So we'll see, man. The only thing, ice storms comes with down lines and trees and all this stuff, man. So you know what comes with that, man. So if you're on the East Coast, man, along the East Coast, make sure you be safe, man, and be warm this weekend and stuff like that, because it is coming, bro. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. We're gonna get an Arctic blast.
Real crazy.
Yeah, for anybody that's in the West Texas area, in Middle America, where I am in now, I'm no longer on the East. But we also got a freezer warning too. We also got a freezer advisory out here as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
y'all get
I
snow
don't.
out there too, right?
Yeah. I'm 2 hours away from New Mexico. Yeah, so we get
Mm-hmm.
we get some snow out here. But the thing is that most of that weather can be blamed on Colorado, which is probably maybe a
The
good
Rockies.
5 6 hours. Yeah, so we end up like I'm closer to Middle America in the rectangular states. You know them states you could just fence off easily, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like and just put anybody in
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah. So that's the thing over here. But the thing is like Texas is not built for no type of cold weather for real because it's oil. Everything underground is oil. So if the
Mm.
pipes get under 30 degrees, then basically the whole state is just like under freezing advisory. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But
Yo, didn't they
definitely, man.
just
I got.
find some oil in Texas? Where you at? West Texas? I seen on there and stuff. I said, what?
I
Leaf
think
must be no.
yeah.
Leaf know what he's doing. Leaf is up to something, bro.
Yeah, don't be
I
capping on it.
look. I put it to you this way, bro. Like my New York State money has never stretched so far.
Uh-huh.
Then it stretched here, bro. Like, and I'm still getting New York State checks, and I'm
Yeah.
still not spending New York State money in New York. So, like, which I am very, very proud of, man. I mean, there's nothing I could really complain about right now, man. I messed around and got me a two-bed apartment for what, like 750 a month,
What? See?
utilities
See?
included. Yeah, that's a steal, man. Like you can't get nothing like that in New York, man. You could get a $750 meal for one
Right.
night. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
Yo,
bro,
you get a
man.
$750 closet that you can't even get
It's like,
a twin size bed.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and the thing is, and the thing about like, a lot of us is from the tri-state area, and a lot of
mm-hmm.
people in the chat is, and then like. The thing is, like our city, let's just call it what it is. New York is turning into a tourist town. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
what it's turning into. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those attraction type of towns, man. And I know people that make $47 an hour, man. That struggle living in New York, and they had to move to New Jersey, Connecticut, and
Mm-hmm.
then take the ferry or take the train to go to work, man, and to go get their money. But a lot of people still like making money in New York, as well as I, because I still got New York State checks. So thumbs up to everybody still making money in New York, but not living in it. Yep,
Oh yeah, man.
definitely.
Yeah, like I said, but since you've been out there, it's like it's your mind and everything has opened up, right? It's like it's totally different. It's like it's like everything is spread out, it's wide. It's what I'm saying, it's
Yes,
space is space. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? You just like it's not like people on top of people is space.
I tell you what, bro, the most beautiful part about Middle America is like when you're driving and the sun is
The
out
sceneries,
and
the
yeah,
scenery.
the sceneries are like you could drive literally from the bottom, from where I am, from the very far part of the West Texas, and you could
Mm-hmm.
drive up in the summertime, and you'll see the sun. Like it's parts of
The
in the middle of
sunset, the
America that
sunset,
has.
right?
It's parts of middle America that hasn't even been touched by Christopher Columbus, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I ain't
Mm.
like it's just like, damn, man, where's this land, man? Like you go to Oklahoma, you swear it's like land that never been touched. You go to Kansas, drive through there, like it's a rectangular state. Nothing, ain't nothing been touched. You drive through Wyoming and then get through to the Dakotas in the summertime. It's land that never has been touched, man, by nobody ever. Like that's in this country. And you
That's
like a lot of people
crazy,
would like
man.
from where we from, man, would never know that, man. Like, cause they just people
Right,
go to the
right.
middle of the country. People go to the middle of the country to give up on their dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, it is.
Just give up on their dreams.
Yeah, just give up on these dreams. They just like, you know what, man, the hell with it, man. It's been a good ride, man. Let me get up out of here, man. Like, come on, man. Let me settle down, move somewhere, man. Ain't nobody gonna find me. I'm good. But
But
I ain't
it's
gonna
been
lie,
great,
but like
man.
it's been all right out here. I've been out here since July of
Mm,
last year. Obviously, man, I lived in Brooklyn for 37 years of my life,
uh-huh.
man, and I could tell you, man, it's
So let
still
me,
places that I haven't gone
mm-hmm.
that I'm seeing that I swear, like when I drive out, I swear I could see like Mexico or New Mexico or Arizona from when I'm
It's
driving
a
out here,
beautiful
man.
part of the
Like
country, the
it's
southwest
that
part of the
open.
country. Yep.
It's that open, bro. It is. So for those of y'all ain't make y'all way out to the middle Americas yet, man, don't be too hesitant to not do it, man. I know there's still a lot of turn up cities like Miami and Atlanta and Houston
Oh man, I
and
already know we
all of
already I
that.
already
Like
been to Vegas, Arizona. I already been out there and stuff, so I already know that stuff,
exactly.
bro. The
I've been to
southwest part of
Vegas
the
a
country is
bunch of
beautiful.
times. Southwest part of the country is very, very gorgeous. Make your way out here and just take a road trip even, man. Like you don't even gotta live, man. Like just take a road trip and just see the scenery, man. You'll never it'd be one of the best experiences of your life, man. Like
Well,
And you know,
hopefully they're listening to you. They're saying you're seeing this from the car. You haven't ventured on the terrain by foot.
yeah, no, I haven't
So-
ventured onto terrain by foot, man, because they got wolves and boars and
exactly.
yeah,
and
yeah, it's
all
a
types
different,
of
it's a
shit.
So
Like
yes,
no
you can.
nobody ain't nobody gonna venture on their when raised on the foot, man. Like you crazy to do that. Hell no.
you
So
You
yes,
say,
ain't doing
you
yo,
that.
can.
and Leaf tell them like, yo, it's a different. I mean, the animals are different. They got mountain lions and stuff. They got no for
They
real,
got
real.
mountain lion. They got
Well,
they got all of that out here.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure, and they
They
don't.
got
They don't have a
all
problem with eating you.
No, no, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. No, nah, nah. You know, they get some attacks and like this. It's kind of rare, but like you don't want to face a mountain lion. You don't want to face a mountain lion, bro, without
You
some
don't.
weapons or something, bro. You don't.
But at the same time, a mountain lion don't want to face a 75 mile per hour speeding car. So you're gonna
No,
see
no,
a
I'm not.
lot of
No,
them.
no, no. I ain't talking about a car. I'm talking about you on foot. I ain't talking about no
Right.
car. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying? That's
no.
what I'm
Ain't
talking
nobody
about.
gonna be on foot.
No, no, no. I'm talking about no, no. But what I'm saying is, it happens because people goes to those like those those canyons, those walls. It happens. You know,
Hmm.
they
It
go to
does.
those those canyons and stuff to walk those. It's beautiful because the scenery is so beautiful and stuff like that. And that's what happens. Those trails. Yeah.
Hmm. The one thing I could say is that the animals. I ain't gonna lie, man. I drive on some of these roads out in West Texas, man. I ain't never seen that many. I ain't seen this much roadkill in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I see like about 5 or 6 bodies every single day, man, on the road, smeared across it, man. You see, it look like
hmm
it's red paint, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like it's all over the road, and it's just dragged from one side to the other, and half their corpses on one side, and then the other half is over here. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, and you know how, and it's a lot of 18-wheeler trucks. They don't give a damn who they run over. Cause they driving 75 miles per hour out here, man. Like that's the speed limit on some of these roads
On the norm,
out in
yeah.
this area. Yeah, that's a norm, you know. So if a big 200 something pound boy get ran over, hey, he knew what he was getting into.
You see them with bobcats, you said wolves. It's a whole bunch of things
Mhm.
Coyotes.
out there, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like yo, and the red rocks and all them type of stuff, man. It's just nice, bro. And out there in that part, they could do those train rides, like they go through like them train rides that go around the canyons, the mountains, do different, say like how Yellowstone is.
Mhm.
They got trips and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 2 3 hour
Right.
train rides and stuff. That
They
stuff
sure do.
is nice, bro. That's always someone that told to me is like always going to Vegas. I love Arizona, man. When I went to Arizona, I was like, man, I love this place, bro.
Oh, for sure.
The
You
scenery.
just can't deal with Arizona's heat. Arizona heat is
I can. I mean, I can. I mean, I
Nah,
ain't got a problem with the heat.
nah. The heat fine with me. Like the thing is,
Mm,
I walked in the middle of July in Brooklyn when it was humid. If I could survive that, you could survive dry heat. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like it's just all about, all right, yo, you are used to it, you used to it. It's the cold because you got to figure out what you're gonna do when it get cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yo, the heat costs money. Your car get heated, your car get frozen. You can't do nothing about that. You know what
mm.
I'm saying? So it's things like that. It ain't gonna never get too hot to where you just like, all right, man, I don't need to be up out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
third
I
quarter
mean, hey,
here,
bro, I'm happy for you, bro. Do your thing.
Listen.
definitely.
I like for people to see outside of their box. You know what I mean, and explore because that's what we need to
Hmm.
do. We think New York. I love New York. Don't get it twisted, but it is very
Right.
Yes.
beyond expensive to live.
If you never left there, you
Beyond.
won't know. You don't know nothing when you never leave there.
Right.
You gotta venture out, man. Go to other countries, go to and travel, man, and open is an
Yeah.
experience. You
For
open your
sure.
eyes up.
For sure. There's other parts of the world that you need to explore and let it be,
Hmm.
and let it be lived in, and especially take that pressure off you, like you said, your pockets and your life.
Hmm. That's a fact.
Yeah, I don't know in
And
your
trip.
part because I know in Arizona they have a sandstorm or when I don't know if you get that. I don't know if you do because I know
Yeah,
they
yeah,
in
we
that
do get
part.
that. We get
Y'all
a
get
we get a
that.
dirt
Y'all get that
storm.
right. Dirt storm.
We get
Yeah.
dirt storms out here. We that's mostly it comes from like mostly the north. Like
Mm-hmm.
as far as you go north, like you get closer to Oklahoma, it gets more of those like middle of the country type stuff. You know, like little mini tornadoes and all of that, man.
Yeah,
Like it
that's
get
what I was
like
about to call it. A mini tornado, not into a
yeah,
windstorm.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, like little wind gusts, man. I ain't gonna lie. When the first time I seen it, when you're driving, because I drive a box truck now. Like when you're driving
Mm-hmm.
a box truck, they tell you to come. They tell you to slow down to about maybe 10 miles per hour on a 75 mile per hour road. They tell you to slow down, and they mean that too because you can't see nothing.
Right.
I mean nothing. Hmm. So that's very important when you're driving out here. If it ever gets icy in Texas, don't drive. Stay off the road.
No, no, I
Yeah.
believe it. It's almost like Atlanta. They shut down the town.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because Texas, Dallas get a lot of snow too. Dallas.
Hmm. Dallas. I'll
It's,
say the only places that don't really get that much snow is probably the Gulf, the Houston, San Antonio area. They
hmm
don't get that. They don't get too much of that. Is the closer you get to Mexico, you'll be okay.
So you ain't that far. I
For the
mean, well, you
most
probably
part.
from the Rio Grande. I don't know if the Rio Grande. That's the Rio Grande River, and it's like
Rio
yo, some.
Grande. Yeah, that's I want to say that's about 4.5, 5 hour drive.
Oh, okay.
Mexico is about a 4.5, 5 hour drive. Um, El Paso is about 6 hours from where I am right now.
Oh, okay.
It's a I'm in the part I'm in the part of Texas where you could drive almost anywhere, but nobody likes driving in Texas. It's one of those. It's one of those things, man. You just like, oh damn, I gotta drive. I don't like driving in Texas.
And is it more in that area? Is it more uh, populated with the Mexican culture?
Yeah, it is, but it's not super populated. I'm living in a town where it's less than 12,000 people, and then the towns around it, it's maybe a few towns that have just over 100,000. I know, Lubbock. That's Texas Tech University. They got over
Mm-hmm.
200,000 people. And Abilene is another town over. They have like a
Abilene.
2-year college.
Okay.
Abilene they have over 100,000 people. And the Big Springs they have 24,000. Amarillo is more of a
Bigger
truck
city,
stop.
isn't it?
It's more of a bigger city because they have the big gas station, the big
Right.
Bucky's gas station. Yeah, so
So
what
Bucky
what they
started
have
in
out there,
Texas.
Bucky's just started Texas, so they have that. So but the further you go to the east, you go to once you get to Cleburne,
Mm-hmm.
and then after Cleburne it's Fort Worth, and then after Fort Worth it's Dallas, and then after Dallas it's Austin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you'll know when you're going central. If you go more left, that's towards New Mexico. That's going towards
Right.
Lubbock. Lubbock is 2 hours away from New Mexico state lines. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe less. So that's the closest I am. I know I'm in the driest part of Texas.
Okay. To
I'm where the
me,
dry I'm where the dry land begins. I'm not in that human shit no more. Like that
yeah.
humidity, I got rid of that. I got that out of my life. Um,
So, Leaf, I'm gonna ask you one question, man. Yo, when
well,
people move out, it's like, you ever moving back to New York, or are you staying in Texas, or
I'm not. I'm never moving back to New York.
that's what
Never,
everybody was like. Yo, they were like,
never. I swear I'm
get
not.
it. You said,
Yo,
yo, the
if
cost
you
of
get the
living, the
lottery,
cost of
you
living
still
is.
not moving back?
I'll be honest with you. I don't see how I could move back just off the simple strength that everything that it
It's
takes
cheaper, much
months
cheaper out here.
and I tell you what, like in terms of licenses, in terms of placement to get licenses and to get your own work and everything, like with CDL and all that and things like that
Yeah.
nature. Everything that it takes a while to get in New York, you can get in Texas in literally
Oh,
days.
No,
right.
I
That's what
believe
I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Right, right, right. It's different, man. Because you remember when we lived up there, man. It's like some jobs, like you put an application, it's like it's a waiting list. Waiting list.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what you talking about? You doing a job hiring? Like you gonna hire a bunch of people and you talking about waiting lists? It's like, oh, we'll call you in about 3-4 years. Yeah, I got 3-4 years to wait.
Hmm. Exactly. No, think about when you got out of high school and you apply for like a city job. Like, notice that they don't hire nobody straight out of high school in New York because they waiting for you to get a record. They waiting for you to slip up in college or do something crazy or do a DUI or have
Hmm.
something under your record that had under your name. That way they could say, nope. And they wait a long time to do it. They wait like a good 5 years, and then they call you up, and then you take the test, and then you take the examination, and they be like, "Yo, here's you right here. Last year at a party, yo,
Hmm.
party got raided or whatever. What happened then?" Ask you a bunch of questions. They did that to me when I did traffic enforcement. When I went out for that.
Got pinched,
Hmm.
huh?
Yep, got straight up pinched. You know what I'm saying? So
All right, back to action. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Knicks up 72-44. Yo, in this game, like I said, they spike if you just put some bench guys in and stuff like that. I mean, I know it's still 750 something
eventually,
left to go because it's
everybody
like
on our team is a bench guy.
Stop.
rebound by Mobley. Like I said, the game I'm like, I'm waiting for the Saturday game against the Sixers. Like I said, because that Maxi and Embiid and George, they gonna be ready. They
Mhm.
gonna be ready in Phil. Oh, the game is in Phil. Is in Philadelphia? It's in New York. Let's see. I think it's in. I know it's a 3 o'clock game.
That takes us at Sixers.
Is that in
Mhm.
Philly? Yeah, 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Saturday. That's when all the storms gonna happen
Y'all
up.
going? Yeah.
Ooh.
Y'all not gonna let VJ Eshcom take y'all lunch again, is y'all?
Yeah, VJ Edgecombe gonna take that lunch, right? He took that lunch the last time we played. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, that kid, man.
But
That young man is different.
Remember when I told you about that dude? Y'all ain't want VJ Edgecombe though. Y'all was like, y'all was just Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. I was like, yo, VJ Edgecombe, so he's a player, bro. He's like a little Jimmy Carter. I mean Jimmy Butler. So he's like, nah, I don't want him.
Yeah, but
I
see,
think of him.
they should
But
be happy they
he's a
didn't
good
get
player.
Cooper Flag though, because at this point you got a bunch of. It would have took away from Cooper Flag's, advancement or whatever, because y'all don't have the team to build around him. If that's
Exactly.
the
So
case.
we don't have the
I'm
team to
there.
build around him, and we would have been struggling for years to try to do something around him. So my thing with
No.
VJ Escombe is VJ Escombe is in the perfect spot. He's playing in the backcourt with somebody that just so happened to be averaging 30. So I mean, all he
No,
really
but
got to do is just fill in the blanks.
they wanted Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper. That's like Harper been getting Dylan Harper.
Hmm
Start the process, man.
Yeah, I wish
But
they.
you got to get one of those dudes like the top 3 dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Top 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, but
That's a
even with them
fact.
getting Ace, you got Noah Clowney in Ace's Bailey
It
spot.
doesn't right, but it doesn't matter because Ace Bailey would be playing. And that's who their future would be. It won't be Noah Clowney. That's what I'm saying. They're a young team.
Right.
They're gonna go with the guy that they're gonna see their future with. That's what he's saying. That
Well,
if they pick Caleb Wilson or Cam Boozer right now, them dudes gonna play over these other guys are, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. Because those
that's a
guys are not
fact.
their
Because
future. They're not their future.
no, and the thing is that if we want to go with a full youth movement, the thing is, Clowney is up for contract after the season anyway because he was in the Wemby draft. The thing about
Mm,
Clowney is he feels what he does is fill a skill set at the floor in terms of moving away from the basket and being able to shoot. And what he doesn't feel is a dynamic. He doesn't feel a dynamic for that aesthetic. At 6'10", 6'11",
mm-hmm,
they're expecting you to be basically the second coming of Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So like at that height and at that skill set, you know what I'm saying? That's what they expecting you to be. So if you're not that and you ain't showing signs that you are taking steps toward being that, you got 3 years, your rookie skill contract, and then we're gonna do what we want to do with you, basically.
mm-hmm.
And you're seeing that
So,
happen with a lot of other rookies.
so that's a move on from guy.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't want to
I
give
don't
him a
know
contract. If they don't want to give him a contract, or if there's a small
if they don't
contract
want
to
to give him
make,
a
you know what I'm saying?
contract after the season because
Mm.
like after your rookie skill contract, when you get picked, if you're not a lottery pick, and remind you, we only got one lottery pick, and that's Yegor. Outside of
Right.
the lottery, we've been picking in the 20s. Them guys, if they are lucky, if they could get roles off the bench with the way that they progressing, because it doesn't matter like 1, 2, 3 years. Doesn't matter how old they are. Doesn't matter if they're 19, 20, or 21. If they can't progress at a rate to where they could fit through 1 through 9 type of roster at a point where one of y'all guys got to look like one of the best dudes off our bench or the best 7 man off our bench.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically you basically like got them there for nothing. They could go somewhere else, and then the coach could help them raise their games to another level. I've seen it.
Yeah, and like I said, the young guys, like I said, that's why on their team they got time to scout and see who's gonna do what. If they can be like, we can move on. It's like plus the talent level. They're always trying to upgrade the talent. You know what I'm saying? Guys are just there to take spaces up right now. But if they really come on and be like a player you could build a foundation around that, yeah. But if they never show you that, then it's like you're just gonna upgrade and move on.
Hmm That's basically what it is.
I mean, just because some guys on team, you can't. I mean, a rookie that's like a top 5 or top pick, like what I'm saying, you ain't gonna sit him down. It's like, yo, that's the guy. I'm gonna see what he got. You know what I'm saying? Because this is who we invested in. A lot of these guys, like I said, they top 20 players. Top 20 players is like, hey, okay,
Yep. They've been picked in the back end of the first round,
first round, right?
and these are not guys that are being invested in like the lottery picks. I can understand if you had think about what OKC did when they had lottery picks. This is like Sam Presti in 3 years
Mm-hmm.
went from Kevin Durant as a rookie top 3 pick, Russell
Russell
Westbrook as a
Westbrook.
top 3 pick, and James Harden as a top 3 pick. All three of those players have won MVP in this league. They're top 75 players in this league. They've won scoring titles in this league. and
Mm-hmm.
all three of them have been to the
They
finals.
had some good drafts. They ain't gonna lie. Sam Presti had some great drafts in OKC.
Yeah, but the sad thing about you saying all of that, that team never held together to see what they could do as a unit.
Yeah,
Right,
no, they. I
right.
mean,
You're
they did
absolutely
with
right.
no, they did with KD and Russell Westbrook. They was there for a minute. I know Harden got
They
shipped out
they
early, but
was, but
Harden
until
got
their
shipped out
contract
after that
came up,
finals. Yeah,
yeah, he
right.
got
As
shipped
soon
out.
as
But I think it
as
was
soon
together
as
for at least about
Monday,
seven
yeah,
years. Seven, I think it was like
yeah.
7 years. They was out there 7, and then KD
I
finally
think it took
decided.
like 5 years, 5 years for them to get to the finals. Back in 2012 or whatever it was when they
Hmm.
played LeBron and them.
The Heat
And
when
then
they played the
after
Heat.
that, yeah. And then after that, James Harden went to Houston, and we know what he did. And
And they had
Kevin
Serge
Durant
Ibaka.
went
They
to
had
Golden
Serge
State.
Ibaka. Right,
Yeah, Kevin Durant went to Golden
Golden
State.
State.
We know what he did, and we know what Russ did in his MVP year. We know what James Harden did in his MVP year. All of these guys, when they were the solo acts on their team, or when they was the number
It
one
was the
options on
feature
their
play
team
right
at
there.
one
The
point,
feature play right.
we all seen what they could be had Sam Presti not have picked them all in the first place anyway, and they all became stars in this league.
Hmm.
But they became stars off of their high ceilings and their high ceilings and their high trajectories. Because when you
Yeah,
pick that high in the draft, you are counting on to be something. You're counting on to do something in this league, something special in this league, and I think all three of them have done that. Russell Westbrook
yeah.
has carved out one of the best careers at the point guard position that you could carve
Triple
out.
doubles, Mister Triple Doubles, bro. That dude's such a
All
walking triple
time leading in
double.
triple doubles. He's 25,000 points. I don't like to count career totals, but
Right.
25,000 points and about to be 10,000 assists. Kevin Durant is about to be a top five all time scorer.
Hmm.
James Harden is about to be a 30,000 point
Hmm.
scorer, and
And
we've seen
everything.
what he's done.
And people gonna be like this. I can't believe they had all them guys together on one team. Yeah, they were all there together on one team, man.
Mhm. And they were together before they became what they eventually became on their own.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they became what they became on their own, and then everybody has basically sort of nostalgia, about this is what these dudes became on their own. Imagine what they could have became together. That's the thing about a lot of young players and a lot of young teams.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like you start to get the feeling what they can become together once they start accomplishing stuff individually after they leave each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the reality about what they can do together is separated from what they can do individually. And we see that with a lot of young players. Like I'll give you a perfect example. Y'all got Brunson. You seen what he was looking like on Dallas behind Luca. Now he's the number one option, and now we seen what he looked like as a number one option. We seen this so many
Hmm.
times in the NBA. They didn't think Jalen Brown would be doing what he was doing without Jason Tatum. Look at him now.
Hmm.
This was supposed to be a
Well, listen,
rebuild year for the Celtics.
that's fool's gold too, because Jalen Brown is not no slouch. That's
No.
just an
Jalen Brown.
expectation that
But
people are
Jalen
saying
Brown.
what he couldn't do without him. But you
Right.
know,
No,
that's the
no, but both of them's already been all stars. They ain't something like they both been on the all stars.
Yeah, but both of them has already been all stars. But Jalen Brown is knocking at the door of
And Jalen got the
doing.
first three hundred
He's
million
knocking
dollar
at the
contract,
door
I think.
okay, yo. I don't think he was worth this money. Yo, Jalen
The
Brown
$60
is
million, the
borderline.
60 million, right?
Yeah, he borderline at almost averaging 29, 6 and 6 without
Hmm.
Jason Tatum. And now the conversation is gonna be, yo, maybe I don't think they're gonna win together again because guess what? You're gonna have two $60 million guys to build around and you ain't gonna be able to do it. Eventually they're gonna have to get split up because of the money.
That's why, yeah,
of
that's why they
course.
shipped off KD and not. I keep saying KD, KP
No,
and
They
Drew
shipped off Drew
Holiday.
Holiday.
They
They
had to ship
shipped
them because
off
both of them, yeah, because it's
Porzingis.
making us right.
Yeah,
Because you
they
got two
should they
sixty
they
million
they,
dollar player, you
they
gotta
shipped off
shed it.
those players so they don't end up because the thing
Right.
is The
The second
second
apron,
apron
right?
is probably the scariest thing in for owners now because when the Celtics won the championship, they put that the dude put owner put that team up for sale right away.
You're right.
And he put that team up for sale right away, bro. $7 billion flip. We just seen we just seen the Bucks family sold the
Look,
Lakers.
for 10, they took for 10, right?
Yeah, I
Right,
think they
10
sold it for
billion.
10
Right,
for
10
10
billion.
billion. So my thing is that a lot of these owners and the way that the CBA is set up is not for you to have these high level players that's gonna eventually be high earning players.
Hmm.
Because when you have high level players, they eventually are going to command dollars because now they're getting all-star votes. They're becoming all-stars. Now they're getting all first team all NBA votes. They're becoming all pros and everything.
Yeah,
That's
and
money. That's extra incentive for money.
I thought KD and Westbrook was eventually going to win a championship before KD left. I think another year, a couple of years, he probably won a championship. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, like I said, man, players just like decide that like they want to go somewhere else and stuff like that. And they both could have just stayed there their whole careers. If they'd have just stayed together, they'd have stayed there their whole careers.
Who,
That's a
Russell and
fact.
KD?
Yeah, because they was winning. I mean, they were winning. It wasn't like they were losing. You know what I'm saying? They were winning. I mean, every
They,
50,
they,
50
they were
wins every
knocking they were
season,
knocking
50
on the
wins.
door. They were not, they were
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
knocking on the door. But the thing is that the Warriors figured it out before they did. But what the Warriors did, um when you go back to the last decade, bro, the Warriors figured out how to advance the league and how to be generational as a team before anybody else did. Now you're seeing all of these teams set new records in pace and offense, like the Warriors used to do 10 years ago. Now you're seeing all of these teams set new records with threes, like the Warriors used to do. Now you're seeing these teams uh, uh that are going small and going more agile with a Draymond Draymond type of center that could lead the break and find players and pass and do the dirty work and those type of guys. You're seeing a lot of that, but you're just seeing a mix of it in terms of how teams build. You know what I'm saying? Now your backcourt's got to have two shooters because of what Steph and Clay did together, what the Splash Brothers did
Hmm.
together. If your backcourt got a dude that's not willing to shoot, then you basically looking like, all right, yo, what is this dude on the court for? We got centers that don't want to shoot still in the league. But, like pretty soon, everybody in the league is going to have to be an offensive threat to do something.
Oh, for
Because if
sure.
you're not, bro, especially in the starting lineup, because if you're not, that means you're a role player. You're probably most likely going to come off the bench and fulfill your role as a rebounder or as a shot blocker, as a defender. You know what I'm saying? As one of those guys. Like offensively, if you are challenged, you're gonna be sitting on that bench. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is how teams are built these days, man. And I think we're seeing a plight of so many drafts that's if you go from like 1 to 27 in some of these drafts, you're seeing a lot of players that could do different things and have different skill sets. You're seeing the 21-year-olds get passed over for the 19-year-olds because everybody think they got the next big thing at 19 years old and they could groom this player to do this and do that. So many teams that do so right now. You look at the Zion Williamsons and the Ja Morants, they supposed to be taking over the league and they just out here just on autopilot.
Cause them
You know
dudes
what
is
I'm
like I
saying?
said,
I mean,
them dudes having more problems off the court.
What do you mean? They
that's
already
what it
got
is.
their checks too.
Yo, I'm talking about
Yeah, they
now
already got their checks.
With Zion and these kids, man. I don't know what's. I mean, him, Anthony Edwards is like, bro. They doing more activities off the court.
That's what it is.
He's like,
They're doing way more
golly.
activities on the off the court, and the thing is, it's highlighted more because the internet is not gonna let nothing slide.
Right.
Man,
Like with Twitter and on social
they
media,
they putting all the
like.
receipts on. They putting all the receipts, cash apps, and what they
Mhm.
cash apping these chicks. I'm like, oh my god,
Man,
these
listen,
dudes is like,
I'll
bro,
tell
man,
and
leave
I'll
these
tell you
chicks
this, bro.
alone.
Like, and the one thing I can say about it is that the old players kept it honest because James Worthy was like,
Hmm.
bro, if Twitter existed back then, bro, when social media existed back then when we would have played like 3 or 4 years because we was doing a lot of out of pocket shit too.
Oh yeah, I
Of
believe
I
that.
mean,
course.
like, I mean,
And there was no social
come
media.
on.
There was no social media. There was no social media.
Yeah, it wasn't
Them
no
dudes did
like it
so
wasn't no
much.
social media. So him, Magic,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
L.A. It was parties at the Forum, and
Showtime. Showtime. I know.
you got in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, you
how it
remember,
was. I mean,
because you remember it's a big thing when I remember with UNLV when they had that hot tub thing. You know what I'm saying? That was the
oh
first.
yeah,
You said
I
you
remember that.
them boys was living the life, bro. And you
That's
didn't
what it
know that stuff
was.
if you ain't see it. If you ain't see it, there was no social media. You won't even see none of that type of stuff. You know
You
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
see nothing, bro. Like it was just kept on the slide. It wasn't no cell phones back then to take
Nope.
pictures. If you took Polaroids, man, and ended up in the booklet, man, a couple of girls, they didn't have nothing, no clothes on and nothing like that. And that's what it was, man. You probably remember maybe two of their names, and that's what it
Nah.
was. I mean,
I mean,
Magic Johnson had a book. He
no.
had a book about this dick man full of chicks that take pictures with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all them old players will tell you they can exist in today's what you call it with the social media, man. Because I'm telling you that their business will be out there like crazy. Because
You know who I give praise to, man? That a lot of people don't. Shout out to AC Green. I don't know how
oh
in the world.
yes,
I don't
AC
know
game
how in the world AC Green
celibate
stayed away from all that activity
on the
playing
Lakers,
for the Los Angeles Lakers in the 80s.
right? With
Like you
Magic,
probably
all of them, the
you was
Worthy, Byron
into the
Scott, all of them
game
dudes, man.
in the form. If you wanted to do was walk in the form, you was getting something that cheap.
Hold on, even
That's
Kurt
what it was.
Rambis,
You know,
Rambis.
he was getting like, all right, let's be honest. AC Green deserves a medal. He deserves an absolute medal, bro. Like, but I don't
Yeah.
like, and listen, prayers up to the dude. He waited, and then right after he retired, he got married. Had a family, and
Mhm.
hey, you know what I'm saying? It's good vibes. I know. I said
Remember when he
about
came
AC
out and
Green.
said that everybody was surprised when he came. It's like, what? He's like, huh? That can't be
Yeah,
true. It can't be true. It can't be true. It can't be true.
He did it.
yeah. AC,
He did
AC
it.
Green. You know. You know what I'm saying, man. He got married in the church and been married ever since. Like
Yeah,
nice long family.
because I'm
That's it.
telling you,
Just as simple as that. You know what I'm
them
saying?
dudes
I
is
mean,
them
and
dudes
that's
is
good.
wild. Them dudes is wild.
And that's cool, bro. Like I give praise to having that much discipline. I think one of the best things you can have as a grown man and as a growing man and as a young man is discipline, especially when you in the NBA and you're a professional athlete and these cameras at some point is going to be on you, especially today and even back then when you playing for that type of conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? This is the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Showtime. They like, hey, yo, James Worthy, you headed out tonight, man. We partying. You're like, yeah, man, let's go, bro. I'm going to the forum. They got the ladies up in there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Listen,
You know what I was surprised at? I was
NYG
surprised.
was good, bro. Salute, salute.
NYG, what up, man? What up? I was surprised early in the Lakers years in the '80s.
Uh huh.
I didn't know Norm Nixon was messing with shacked up with Debbie Allen.
Uh,
Yeah. Debbie
I did
Allen,
not know that. Debbie
they've
Allen
been
was
getting
the truth back then.
right.
She was the truth.
she's like,
She was the truth.
Debbie, Felicia. I was like, yeah, Debbie
Debbie
Allen,
Allen was the
man.
truth back then.
Norm
She was the
Nixon.
truth.
Hey, I
Norm
remember
Nixon.
they was in the Jet magazine, right? When they did the couples, and they was in the
Yeah,
Jet magazine.
a
Jet
couple of the years,
magazine.
something like that. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, I'm
Norm,
like,
it's like Norm, the Playboy. It's
Norm
like, bro, you on
Nixon.
the Lakers, you on Showtime, bro.
Norm Nixon. I'm like, bro, they changed him to the Clippers coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn.
Norm Nixon,
Like,
man.
Yeah. Shout out to Norm Nixon, but the thing is, a lot of them old players kept it 500. They said if social media existed back then, a lot of us would have played 5 years.
Oh, for
Nope.
sure.
And we would have been out. We would have been out the league. We would have been out the league indefinitely, bro. He's like, I know I would have been out the league.
He said,
I'm out of
No,
here,
bro.
but
bro.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you too. Shout out to those women that stayed strong and believed in a situation, because you know damn well half of those dudes wasn't
hey,
stable. That's what I'm saying. Let's
listen.
keep it a
Look,
buck. They was not
that
stable
is
at all.
yes. Look, and I think they knew that going in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the NBA. You got 41 road games. You think that husband is not going dipping? He ain't going. He ain't going not dipping into some different sauce. Like you in
He
Miami. You in Miami one night, and then you go to Atlanta the next night, and then you go to Houston the next night.
New
he's
York, all them
he's
places.
bound
Oh
to
my
go rogue
god.
sometime, huh?
Like, come on. I'm gonna take. Listen. The best thing to do, I like as the and the best thing they did back then to the shout out to the woman back then who was out there making sure the NBA husbands was protected on the road, even though they was dipping in different sauces.
Shout out to them. He
Shout
said,
out to
shout
those
out.
women.
For sure.
He
You
Shout
said,
out to those women.
you
shout
gotta
out
give
to
it
him,
to him.
man.
Because
But yeah,
Gotta shout out those
Debbie
women.
Allen was no. She was nothing to look at and think she wasn't good looking.
Oh
oh
yeah. Debbie Allen
nah,
was true.
she was bad. Oh
Debbie
yeah,
Allen was
everybody's like she was bad.
she was the truth back then. Oh, for
Fame,
sure.
Exactly.
right? Fame,
Yeah.
She was the truth back
fame.
then, bro, like for sure. So, but I'm sure Debbie Allen knew Norm Nixon was going to L.A. to Sacramento to
Mm,
Seattle, whatever. Like she knew on them road trips, like yo, I might not be able to go because I got acting stuff going on. Okay, Norm, you got everything you need.
okay. No, I got
Okay,
everything I
okay,
need. I got everything I need.
No, I said I'm going to
I
bed
got
early
everything I
tonight.
need.
I don't worry about
Hey, I'm
calling
going.
him. I'll check in
Hey,
with you in the morning.
don't wait up at the yeah. Don't call in at the hotel, but baby, it's gonna be fine. It's cool.
Listen, and
Don't worry about it.
then back then the
I'm pretty
basketball,
sure.
the
I'm
basketball
pretty
and football
sure.
players used the basketball and football players used to mix, so they used to hang out all the time. So it was crazy. Lawrence Taylor, all them guys. I
Exactly.
mean, it was crazy when they went in them. Boy, I know they got stories that they'll just sit back and be like, "Man, I got so much stories in the archive. I could just niggas just like, man,
That's a fact.
that
That's a
nobody
fact.
knows,
They got
man.
so much
Nobody knows."
that nobody knows. That nobody knows. So my thing is that the woman, you 100% right, bro. The woman back then for holding it down, man. Like, listen, they deserve round of applause, medals, Nobel Peace Prizes, all of that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They deserve it all, because they stood 10 toes down and they knew what they got into, man. Nowadays, man, she trying to get that bread. A lot of these women, they trying to get their come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the internet done took a hold of like everybody thought process in terms of you know
And
just going after.
they wasn't even getting sued for money, back then. And they wasn't getting sued like now. These guys
Nah,
getting
not at
crazy
all.
sued. These dudes are getting crazy
Yeah,
sued for money, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, you can't even go outside today if you're an NBA player, bro. You gotta stay in the hotel. Man, you gotta roll into the bed when they start knocking at your door. Cause they
You be like,
like at least 20 women see you go in the hotel and they gonna figure out the way to get to your floor.
he raped me.
Like,
He
that's
harassed me.
woman.
He did this. He did this. He touched me in the elevator.
And
He did
they
this.
banging,
Like,
yeah,
oh my
and
god.
they banging on your door, man. You basically gotta roll out the arena with a costume on.
Yeah.
What they always used to say? No, hold on. What they used to say is like they had some girls in their room and then they had other girls knock on the door to try to get in there. It's like I got somebody already in here. You know what I'm saying? I already got somebody
Yep,
in here. They try to
I
He
keep her
got
away
said,
from
somebody
this other
already up
I'll
in
one.
here,
wait
man.
for her to leave.
I'm like, yeah. Hey, listen, yo, come back in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You good, girl, don't worry about that. I got this
I mean,
hotel until about 3 o'clock. I got practice before then, so you gonna have to come in like make sure it's 2 hours. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like living in the NBA for a lot of these 19-year-olds, and I say
right.
and they basically teenagers, for them to come across that much money that quick as first top 5 round picks, top 5 picks in their drafts, and this, that, and the third. There's a lot of stuff that's in the NBA that they not ready for, man. You got women that's on Instagram that's in their late 30s, man, plotting. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, all the time.
Just waiting to get one of these young busters, man. That's been looking at that, probably seen them a couple of years ago, bro. And they doing this and they doing that and they doing the third, bro. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Bro.
It is what
I
it. I
mean,
like. Listen, all I can say is couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
but like I said,
I
these
know.
guys get them on. They get all this money, and then they start giving it right back, man. Start having all these kids, then give it
Yeah,
right back, bro. They says like, bro, what are you doing, man? It's just like slow up,
I'm
enjoy,
like,
man.
bro. Like you, bro. The one thing you got to stop doing is feeding these money hungry vultures, man. That's looking
And
at
they
these
out there,
players.
they out there, they
Yeah,
out there,
but
bro.
and the
I ain't
sad
gonna.
thing of it is between the Zion Williams, he's like he finding these joints online, like these
That all
other
they
Bro,
all
NBA
no,
kids.
they all do. They all do. It's
they all
Instagram. They
do
all
because
do.
they in they DMs, bro. You out here DMing straight up hyenas, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
That's
yo,
the
you
thing. I
gotta
mean, I mean, LaMelo Ball. I mean, PJ. That where you think they found all these chicks at? They on Instagram. All these chicks is on Instagram, man.
all these
both
chicks is on
jobs.
Instagram
All of
and
them,
on
bro.
Twitter. They in their inbox
Yeah,
sending them. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta stop spoon feeding these joints, man.
that's how social
Like,
media got them,
yo,
man.
you gotta leave them starving. Like, you cannot, you cannot supply goods and treats to none of these hyenas, man. Like, you can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. They flying them out, doing all kinds of things. Like, oh my god.
Flying them out and everything, taking them out to eat.
Yo, and then
Man,
what's
y'all,
that? What's that?
bro.
They taking your picture when you sleep. If you in a room, you sleep. They taking your picture. Like, look who's
They
here. Look who's
taking your picture.
sleeping.
Look
I'm
who's
like,
here.
come
Yeah.
on,
And
man.
that's they come up because the internet gonna
Yeah.
eat that up. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, bro, like, yo, you gotta treat a lot of these joints like 7 Up, bro. Like you never have, you never will. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
You gotta do them like that.
I just have to say one thing. When Yabusele is getting a block, this game is definitely over.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this
Sully.
game's over.
Yeah, but Sully, man.
Man, I don't even think he
Yeah,
called most of
yeah.
these damn games. This was a
Nah,
throwaway.
nah. But what I'm saying is, as far as like I said, with these guys, man, it's like these young guys is like so many of them just having so many kids, man. And then what's that? Anthony Edwards, the chick he gave $1 million to for the thing. She done already ran through the money already, and then she wants more money. It's like,
Yeah,
bro,
but who would have expected that to happen? Come on, let's be
what,
real.
what,
For her to run
I
through
what?
the
tell you
mill.
what.
No, no, no. I know, but
Listen,
what I'm saying
he
is, I'm glad he did that because that he don't owe her nothing because he already that's for your 18, 19
Yeah,
years, whatever it
he did
is.
it smooth. Yeah, he did it smooth. But like, Anthony Edwards, bro, I gave him a lot of props for that. He did something I don't think no dude would have ever done, bro. He gave her the money right up front because it wasn't about the kid; it was about the money, man. Like
You're
that's
right.
all she wanted. And what he did was he did it in California. She tried to do a she tried
Is
to
she
run a
here?
circus on him and do.
She's here in Georgia, and I think she
No,
tried
yeah,
to do
yeah,
I
that's
think
what it
California.
was.
she tried to
Right.
run a circus on him and do it in Georgia, and he did it in California. The judge said, "All right, cool, yo, you paid all the money, you good." She blew through all that money in a year. Now she's looking for more. I'm like, yo, bro, Anthony Edwards. I'm like, listen, I don't expect you to make that same mistake again, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you were smart enough to give that M away, and she ran through it that fast, then you smart enough to not do that again.
And then what? She gonna
You know
come
what
out?
I'm saying?
He's a Debbie. Oh, he's just like he already paid you the money. It's like, bro, you
He
did your
already
business
paid you the
And
venture,
money,
and
and
it
bro.
when
never be looked at like that. It's just the simple fact that she'll be crying broke and how everybody's starving, his child is starving, and blah blah blah. And it never be the fact that he paid his debt or
that she spent that
paid
she
his
blew through the money, right?
correct. That she reluctantly ran through the money and mishandled the money. Because if anything, she could have invested half of that and then just parlayed off of some of it.
Or
You
she
know
put
what
her
I
money
mean?
into she put her money into some business venture that never panned out. That's where she lost most of her money at. I don't,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
that's
I'm
where she
saying?
lost most of her money. She goes, quote, 1 million for 18 years is unfair, but now he paid it all at once. He said, sure, I'll never see another penny from him, no matter how rich he becomes. Of course you not. Listen, you like You said, like, hold up. You tried to run a circus on them, bro, and then it backfired, and now you complaining about the 1 mil that you like. How you run through 1 mil in a year? What are you doing?
Bro, that's like
What
but
are
you know
you
what it is.
doing?
That's like 50,000 a year for 10 years. That's like you know what I'm saying. That's crazy, man. That's crazy work. $50,000. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like half a million within 10 years, and then it's like another 10 years, another $500,000. So it's like that's 20 years. You ran through 20 years of money,
Yeah,
basically.
you ran through
But
20
yeah.
years of money.
and then she goes like, oh well, I need another $1 million. No, I'm not giving you another $1 million.
Well,
You
listen,
signed.
put it
You
this
Not
signed the
way.
giving
thing.
you
You signed the
nothing.
thing. You signed it. You signed it. Say like, okay, I agree to
Correct.
this.
But she ran through $1 million that she didn't even have to work for.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. 39 years old and you still out here running through money. Come on now. Anthony Edwards is 24, and he's still going to see more of that in basically 2 days because he's actually going somewhere off of his talent. You ain't have to do nothing to get that.
Nothing at
Nothing.
all. Well, she
Nothing
she
at all.
fucking she carried a baby for 9 months. She probably
Yeah,
No,
hit him off like 2 or 3 times.
well, she got a baby for somebody else
exactly.
too. I forgot who the other dude. She
She
got a
got
baby
a
for
baby
somebody
by
else too.
a rapper, by some rapper in Atlanta. She got another. She had a baby by
Yeah,
a rapper. Now she got a baby by an NBA dude, bro. Like this chick is a professional broad, bro.
that's
Like
that's
yo,
what
this
these
is
that's what these chicks are. They're meal tickets. That's all they care about. They just care about a meal
yeah,
ticket. That's all they care.
Yeah, did she?
man,
Yeah,
but
she
man,
said she got a baby by the little baby. No,
Is it little
yeah,
baby?
little baby,
Yeah,
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 this
yeah.
little
You're
baby,
right.
yeah.
I think that's who it's
But
like,
shout
bro.
out to Ant Man, bro, because Ant Man came through with some new game, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Ant Man is that's my hero, bro. Like if he don't never win nothing, bro, like that is that dude is a hero, bro. Like you got Jesus, Martin Luther
Mhm.
King, and Anthony Edwards
He said,
ah,
hold
in that order.
on. So
In that
yo, so
order.
the, so so the next person gonna come and be like, well, if she got $1 million, no, I want 2 or 3 million, at least 3 million now. So
Yep.
that'd be like
Then
3 million. It's like there's
Then he move up over Ant, bro.
a 3 million,
Got
and that's it.
Jesus, MLK, Anthony Edwards. In that
But
order.
you,
Like I'm
but
telling
you,
you.
but you look at some of these things like it could get 30, 40,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? She was smart. She just got way more money. She got like 30,000 a month or something like that. But she didn't even think
Yeah,
about it.
she
She just
no
said a
no
mill, a mill. I'll take a mill. That's it. I'll take a mill.
yeah.
That's a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She got that quick meal. You know, she carried a baby for 9 months. Ain't really have to use no talent to get it, man, or nothing like that, man. I'm like, yo, okay. A lot of y'all chicks is getting a lot of these chicks is just getting fed spoon fed money by dudes. I mean,
That's it.
it kind of been it kind of been an influx of it since COVID, man, because everybody just sitting at home and they got comfortable with sitting at home. And then next thing you know, a chick show herself on the internet. She got an inbox and she throw a cash app on her link, man. Everybody just throwing bread up in there.
But you know what these chicks doing? They go into the summer leagues. They go get them the rookies.
Yeah, they
That's what they
going
go
to the
start
summer
scouting.
leagues.
They go into the summer leagues now.
Yeah,
That's what they're
they
looking. They
take
get
yeah,
them at the summer league.
they taking other dudes' money and going to summer league games because you know they can't afford it. Or do they own
Well, they
up?
gonna
Do they own
go scout.
whatever
They
they
gonna go
doing?
scout the new victims, the
They're
young
gonna
boys. They gonna
scout.
scout the
Yeah,
new
they
victims.
scout the new rookies. Yep, the new rookies. Yep, they gonna get these new rooks. Get
Right,
these new rooks, man. Get them, line them rooks up, man. Like your turn, your turn, your
all
turn, your
right.
turn. You get
And you know
lined.
what's funny? And you know what's
Everybody
funny?
gonna get lined up.
And you know what's funny? The rookie symposium tells them all this though. At the NBA rookies, they tell them all this, man, and they still gonna go do it because
And
everybody
they
like, oh,
still
I ain't
want to
gonna
do it.
happen to
yeah,
me. As
but
I
yo,
gotta learn for
guys,
myself. I gotta do it
everybody's
myself.
got to fall victim to a cute little
I know. Listen, I
little
know,
cash out.
I
and
mean,
that's what
listen, hey,
happens.
but you can't fall victim to it when you got a lot to lose. That's the
No,
thing
for
about
sure.
it. Like
Yeah.
you can't. You're like when you got a lot to lose, man. You gotta be smarter about it, and that's where a lot of these
And the
dudes is getting
baby,
money. And the thing is, they don't even have to go to the league because these NIL deals is hitting, and these chicks is going for dudes that's still in
Oh,
college.
yeah.
Dudes is going back to college when they don't get drafted, bro.
that's
Like to go get a
crazy,
new
right?
NIL deal.
They like
This is
29 years
crazy.
old. They going, but it's like, I'm going back to
29
college.
years old,
I'm
going back
going
to
back and give
college,
me it.
playing varsity basketball. and still dunking. I'm like, yo, if this dude get back in the NBA draft, bro, I'm out. I'm out, man.
Oh
I
man.
can't do this no more. They had a dude that
Yeah.
got picked. What was his name? James Najee or
Yeah,
something
the
like
Knicks.
that. Yeah,
He's on the Knicks. He's on the Knicks summer league and all that stuff. That dude said, I'm
he
going back.
went
He was
back
on
to
the Hornets.
college.
Yeah,
He
he's the
went
one
to
on Baylor.
college.
He on Baylor now and stuff like that. He's like,
He on
yo,
Baylor
hell,
out there, bro. Like he put up 5 points and 4 rebounds. I'm like, yo, this dude better not get
bro.
drafted again, bro.
But listen, he
It's
making
fine.
more money. He making more money in college than he ever has in this whatever these things he's
In the
doing. He
NBA.
making way more money. That's
Yep.
crazy, bro.
Way more, bro.
College is the new what you call. What about what's his name? Carson Beck. He graduated like 2 years ago. He's still in school. But Carson said, I'm getting that money. You're gonna give me $5 million to get this $1 million.
Hey, listen, while you playing, it's NI deals left and right. Listen, the girl, it was this girl from the softball team. I ain't gonna lie, man, this girl is thicker than cold grits, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So look. They didn't gave her, dig this, a sundress NIL deal. She put that
What?
body, she put that night. I'll play with you not.
No, I
She
know. You're
put
probably
that.
sitting on Twitter or something like that. I was just something on Twitter. It's
She
like, yo,
she
he's like,
put
yo, you
them yams.
crazy.
She put them yams in the damn sundress, man. Dudes done forgot. Yo, dudes on Twitter, on IG, done then
Going
and
crazy,
TikTok,
going
they lost
crazy.
their mind. It's like, yo, I'm like, yo, bro, stop it, bro. You see stuff like this
NIL
every day,
deal
bro.
from a softball NIL
For
deals like yo,
sundresses,
that's
No,
crazy.
well, they
like
saying
that stick right on them.
IU just played for the championship with that. Or
Hmm?
having grown men play on a team against Miami.
Yo,
Right.
just like what you call it. Yo, you get them NIL deal from
Having
like
dudes
Mercedes.
28 years old playing on your damn national championship team when they supposed to be in the league. Get
Right.
your ass out of here. These
Yo,
NIL deals gonna stop, bro. Like the transfer port, they gonna end it real soon. They gonna end that transfer portal real soon. They gonna end all of that once they see all of these dudes like just taking advantage of it. They gonna go back to where it
or
was
they
because
gonna, oh yeah, or they gonna make it wait a year.
the
You know what I'm saying? Gotta sit
NCAA,
out a year.
yeah, yep, got to sit out a year because the NCAA, the NCAA been the biggest gangsters for years and years, man. When they catch you doing something, nah, no, nope,
Hmm.
nah. You took $2 from them? Nah, come in, nope, can't have that. No, nah, can't take no money. I'm telling you, they gonna take all that away.
Yo, like I said, you get
Can't
an
say
NIL deal with like with Mercedes Benz. It's like, bro, you get a Maybach, you drive a Maybach, you drive whatever. When you get a nil deal with them guys, you drive whatever car. He's like, yo, that's crazy.
that's a
You get
fact.
yourself a house, you buy your house. Your house is already paid for. Your car's already paid for. Even if you don't make it in the league, you already set, bro. Just do some good investment. Just like you set, bro. That's
That's
what
what you
they
got to
college is
do.
like.
Right?
Yeah, because everybody can't make it to the pros. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if they gonna pay you in college like that. Hey, that's. Why do you think everybody's just like, oh man, the athletes is like, yo, I'm staying. I don't care if I could get it. Let me get another year eligibility. I don't care. Let me get some more money. It's crazy, man. I didn't think I was
It's
gonna see this.
crazy, bro.
I ain't think I was gonna see this in my lifetime like that. The way college and stuff, but it's crazy, man. And like I said,
Hey, listen, look, and you know what? A lot of people think about like at the older age, at, at the older ages, they think about the SMUs and the death penalties. Remember how they used to give those out? And back then, they used to penalize teams. Remember how they called Reggie Bush had to get his Heisman Trophy back.
oh
Oh, word.
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
So if you that generation, and if you come from that generation, you looking at it now like, yo, y'all for real? Like this is really happening? Y'all waited all this time, bro? Like to give like and players wanted to rush through the league, and you back then you had to stay 2 3 years, and this that and third, and if they catch you eating a sandwich from
That was
a
crazy,
alumni's
right?
hand, yo, they was getting you for that. Like they was like, nah, he didn't pay for that sandwich. The other guy did. He didn't pay for that. No, no, we're doing that. Yep, penalty,
I mean, all the stuff they used to
penalty.
penalize and take away and then lose the eligibility, lose all that, and vacate wins. That stuff was crazy. And now look, for 10 years, as like
They
now
used
you
to
getting
do
all this
all
payment,
that.
all this money. I think Reggie got his he got his Heisman back, right? Once the nil deal thing, I think he got his Heisman back.
I never
Why
heard
is
of that.
Isaiah and Cam Thomas laughing on the bench? What's so funny, bro? He's like, yo, you down 50. Like, what are you laughing about?
Yo, they didn't
Well,
play him enough. He
no, well,
can't put it on his shoulders.
Cam said he just waiting for the trade deadline. You know, they be knowing some of these guys. You know, it's like, hey, well, I know I'll be moved or something like that. They know.
Cam Thomas, Cam Thomas don't even know he about to get waived. He only makes $6 million, bro.
Yo,
6
you
mil.
should not want to take a loss for like a player like Cam Thomas.
You said what?
The thing is that I think the Nets. Here's the thing with the Nets front office. The thing with the Nets front office is that they still have the stench of what happened to Katie and Kyrie, what
Hmm.
happened with the Katie and Kyrie situation. So anything that reminds them of that, they're gonna do their best to distance themselves away from it. Cam Thomas, in terms of play style and in terms of what he was asking for this past summer, because he thought he was like 4 years, $80 million type
Oh
of
yeah.
player. I mean, and there's some people that do. I mean, that think he was that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I didn't think that he was getting that based on not just based on the politics of the league, but based on where the league was going. They're getting away from the small dominant guard. They're getting away from that. And Brunson is just holding on. Brunson is just on borrowed time to me
Hmm.
because what's going to happen to him if the Knicks don't win a championship? He is going to get dragged. He is going to get dragged because we understand the high demand, how it is in the city, and I'm talking about New York. To when you climb that mountain and you there and you supposed to win, and teams like Detroit and Boston are ahead of you, and like the Knicks gonna get dragged in the mud by the media. It is what it is. They're gonna get dragged if they don't get out of the East this year. Going
No,
to.
for
Hmm.
sure.
That's
Oh,
just
of course, yeah.
so. And we already know, and we understand how the New York media, what power that they can yield the second that the Knicks don't get it done.
Yo, you
The
already know.
thing
That's
that
what I say. They be, you already know.
they yield that power, bro. Like so, you could blow the Nets out by 60 all you want.
Right. They ain't matter. They don't care about that. They care about the big.
You
They care about the good teams. When you play the good teams, they don't care about this game.
you could go win a NBA Cup championship all you want. Well, we
Right.
better see a Larry O'Brien.
That's the most
You
important. A
want that
Larry
Larry?
O'Brien trophy, right? That's what we care about. The Larry
That's it.
O'Brien.
That's it.
Yeah, this in season. This was Adam Silver, just like Adam Silver did the second apron. He's the one that came up with the second apron crap.
Yeah, he did. And guess what? And you know who passed on it? CJ McCollum, because he hated the Warriors.
CJ McCollum, yeah, the player,
Once
the
let
president, right? The
Yeah,
player,
president, president NBA PA, bro. Like he passed
right,
on it because he didn't like the Warriors. He didn't like what KD did. And now
right.
and
So,
that and now that KD is LeBron is old, bro. They got to make a rule so nobody else do it.
hmm That's why. That's what I said. That's why, like, you got to get like three contracts, not four big contracts. That's the thing, though. Just like how back then when LeBron and all them team up and when they had them three contracts and they couldn't do nothing but just get vet
Yeah,
minimums out. That's what the same thing with this apron doing. It's like, yo, if you get three contracts, you cool. But if you get four big contracts, man, that's when you're up against the second apron. And it's the same
yeah,
old thing. Then you ain't got money to spend around and do this and do that. That's why I was like, you gotta get three
right.
contracts, man, not four.
And it might be a few teams in the league that really don't even give a damn about that second apron. Golden State is one of them teams. They like, man, F that. The
I
hell
mean,
with that.
But
Well, if
Golden
it's going
State
to give them a
they
chance to
soon
win a
about
championship, like now, I think they might be a little
yeah
suspect on what they can
yeah
do.
they
Yeah,
gonna do away
yeah, they definitely suspect.
because Steph is about to be done another year or 2 years. So I mean, their time is wound down. They already know that.
Yeah, they definitely gonna be suspect. But the thing is about the Warriors, they've depended on somewhat of a systematic type of approach to win the whole thing, but they
Hmm.
haven't changed anything in 10 years. So realistically, they know everything still runs through Steph in terms of who's gonna get the ball and who's gonna get the plays. Most of the plays run through them.
Hmm.
The whole thing is that Golden State can't catch nobody lacking no more. They can't catch nobody
Right.
slipping anymore. So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is at this point. This game is over, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Come on, man.
Oh no, it's
Let's
finished. It's a win final,
yeah,
man.
yeah, it is finished, man. But you could go to the outro, man. I'm gonna just get up and go make some food.
All right, bro.
Hell with this.
Like I said,
Yeah.
but final score: Knicks 120, Nets 66. Thanks my co-host Leaf Diggy for coming in here, man, from the Nets, Brooklyn Nets, man. Make sure you go and tap in and go subscribe to Leaf Diggy, man. Brooklyn Nets content, man. Make sure you go subscribe, man. It costs you nothing. It is totally free, man. Leaf, thank you, bro, for coming in and representing, man. As always, anytime we do the Nets in the Knicks game, we'll do that and stuff like that, man. You already know what it is.
Yeah, definitely. You saved me a job. I ain't have to call this shit burger game,
I
man.
know, man. Yeah, we good. I mean, it's a good game. We both, what I'm saying? It's good. You know
Yeah,
how it
This is
is,
not no
man.
damn good contest, man. Get this shit off the
he,
damn screen, man. I'm out of here, man.
he
All
said he
right,
want to
Peace.
Leaf.
stick with his
All
blood
right,
bag.
be easy, Leaf. Let me give a shout out. First of all, let me go over the final stats for this game for the Brooklyn Nets. Michael Porter Jr. finishes with 12 points, 6 rebounds. Noah Clowney, 8 points. Nick Claxton, 4 points. Drake Powell, 6. Igor Demon with 6 points. Off the bench, Zaire Williams with 11 points. Dayron Sharp with 6 points. Terrence Mann with 2. Tyrese Martin with 3. Cam Thomas with 5 points. Overall shooting for the Nets, 23 of 79 for 29%. 3-point shooting, 11 of 40 for 28%. Free throw shooting, 9 of 13 for 69%. Nets finished with 27 rebounds, 15 assists, 14 turnovers in the game. For the Knicks, OG Anunoby finishes with 5 points, 5 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns finishes with 14 points, 8 rebounds. Josh Hart, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Off the bench, Yabusele with 2 points. Diawara and Mitchell Robinson with 7 points apiece. Ira Haporti with 2. Jordan Clarkson with 3. Landry Shamet with 18 big points off the bench. Juice McBride with 14. Tyler Kohler with 6 points off the bench. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 46 of 80 for 57%. 3-point shooting, 16 of 32 for 50%. Free throw shooting, 12 of 17 for 71%. Knicks finished with 56 rebounds, 28 assists, and 12 turnovers in the game. Once again, final score, Knicks 120, Brooklyn Nets 66. Looking at the other out-of-town scores that went final, Cleveland beats Charlotte 94-87. 2:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Boston beating Indiana 115-96. 134 left to go in the third quarter. Atlanta down 90-91 to Memphis. End of third quarter. Detroit up 89-84 over New Orleans. And game just started. OKC up 5-0 over Milwaukee. 10-28 in the first quarter. And a 10 o'clock game, Toronto, Sacramento, about to get started. And once again, final score, Knicks 120, Brooklyn Nets 66. Like I said, Knicks snapped their 4-game losing streak. But now, like I said, next game is Saturday at 3 o'clock in Philadelphia against the Sixers. And I'll see how that is going to be with the weather and the snow and stuff like that. Because, like I said, it should be some winter red remix. So I'll see. I mean, I think it should be good. If I got internet doing that stuff, I should do the game because I don't know how it's going to be here. The ice storm, if it'd be like that on Saturday, maybe it might be Sunday. But if not, I will do the Sixers Knicks game at 3 o'clock, depending on the weather and stuff like that. If it's suitable and stuff like that. It's an early game, a 3 o'clock game. But then, like I said, don't know in Philadelphia is like, I know they're going to get swamped with snow and all that stuff, man. So ice is coming, man. The Arctic blast. So if anybody, you up on the East Coast, on the East Side and stuff like that, and it's also hitting the South too, you know what I'm saying? So like Mississippi, Louisiana, all that stuff. So it's here, man. So we'll just brace and see what happens and stuff like that. And maybe it might not even do nothing too much, hopefully nothing really, but
might blow by. But keep in mind, games like that, they don't cancel. They keep it.
No, I'm not saying cancel the game. I'm talking about the internet for me to do what you call it. I mean, down here, it depends on something here. Like, if they, if these trees with all these hanging ice and all that stuff, I'm saying, could take down some lines and stuff like that, I'm saying? Things happen and stuff like that, man. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, if it don't, I'll be here Saturday at 3 o'clock to do that game. That's the game I'm really interested in. Like I said, the next game is a good win for the Knicks, I'm saying, to make them feel good. But we got to play that. We'll see when they play Philadelphia and stuff like that. Try to get back on Tyrese Maxey, who and VJ Edgecombe that lit him up the last time the Knicks and the Sixers played. And so we'll see. I don't know. Embiid and George play. I think they probably one of them play. I believe. I think it was Embiid. But this time they will be playing. So we'll see. This game will be in Philadelphia, man. So it should be good, man. Shout out to the chat. Iman Perry. This is Jay NYG24 player one. Let's say Gilio Smith, as well as Jonathan. Thanks for coming through. What's that? Apartment Gamer and more. Who else? I don't know what to write. So shout out Dewani, the Soldier. What's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. As always, G Money. You know, let me see what's Mosley is up in here, man. Daniel Berry Sports, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. Salute to everybody, man. So like I said, I know, like I said, Knicks, like I said, haven't been playing their best basketball. They had a players only meeting, man, and stuff like that. You know,
2 for 9 in the last 11 games.
Right. So, I mean, a game like this, I really don't put into, like I said, I got to see when they play against, like, you know, some contenders and stuff like that. Because, I mean, this is a game, like I said, at Madison Square Garden. I was like, we'll see on Saturday, man. See what, you know, Saturday. And then after that, they play Tuesday after that. So the Knicks are getting, like, some breaks in between now. Because, you know, early on, they was getting, like, 1 day off here and stuff like that. But now they're getting a couple of days off and stuff. So now they play them, and then after that, Tuesday play Sacramento, I believe, and stuff like that. So that'll be the game after. But, yeah, Knicks against the Philadelphia. Let's see what they do against Philly and stuff like that, man. So how did you feel about this and stuff like that? And, you know.
Well, listen, like
your last words.
It's a good tune-up game, and I'm glad that they came in, they handled business, they let the bench come in and let them finish off the game. Everybody could now sit back, relax, take the pressure off them, look for Saturday to have everybody fresh, have everybody hopefully ready to go for an early game, because you know how the Knicks do it.
That's 3 days off. You're getting about 2 days off. So, hey, let's go.
Listen, let's not take any opponents lightly. Let's go in, do what we need to do, and get the W and move on to the next one.
All right, man. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tapping this live stream, man. Knicks versus Nets, man. If this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share it on all social media platforms, as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network and Leaf Diggy as well. Make sure you go and subscribe, man. It costs you nothing. It is totally free. And if you're following on Twitter or X, just hit the follow button, man, for Scott Media, the Man Cave podcast, Aboriginal Sports Network, and Leaf 4788 on Twitter. All right, like I said, but barring how the weather is, you know, depending on if I got internet and stuff, I will be back here Saturday at 3 o'clock, man, to do Knicks versus 76ers. So we will be back at that time, man. I want to thank everybody for tapping in, man, and you guys have a great night.
Deuces.
All right, peace.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
For the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That Turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The-Man-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed, remain calm. You on the road and chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly,